Microphone is on. There we go. Hi, everybody. It's Friday night. It's Legends of Kralis with me, Hilarious Game Master, and the Team Chaos. I want to shout out to Dean Denial. Thank you so much for allowing us again to come back to another Friday night with this chaotic crew. We're missing one. He's transporting in Romania from one base to another base, so he might be a late show. He may not be a show at all. We will be missing you, Nico. Stay safe. Stay healthy. If you are often on this channel, you know when to come and watch. You know that Monday nights and Tuesday nights are full of D&D. Friday nights is left up to me with Legends of Kralis. And I think that's about it. So we're going to pick up. We're off and on, crazy stuff. Last Friday we couldn't make it. Certain medical and hospital things were happening, so couldn't make it there. But we're back again. And we're actually going to be picking up, I think, the day before they leave, or 2 days before they leave. They're getting on an airship for the first time to travel several thousands of miles across the face of Kralis to Lithia. And maybe we've got some crazy plans involved. We'll see what happens with Team Chaos tonight. Let's go say hi to everybody. Hello, lady and gentlemen. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey everyone. Doing pretty good.
I'm clearly the lady of the group.
Clearly.
Obviously. He's so pretty, though.
I'm jealous of your hair, though. I gotta tell
He's
you
so
that.
pretty.
I'm jealous of your beard. I can't get this part to connect.
What, this part right here?
Yeah, it doesn't connect. That's why I trim it up, is because otherwise it just gets scraggly there.
It takes some time, I guess. You know what they actually say was really good for beards? Prenatal vitamins.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm stealing from my wife.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So-
also, hilarious. We're in emo only on chat.
No, we're not.
Are we? Oh, you just turned it off. Never mind. I don't know what
It's
I'm talking
no
about.
longer in emote-only mode. It's
I don't know how
it's
to
just
read.
delayed.
I don't know how to read. I
I
can't
love-
do math and I can't read. I'm just here to look pretty.
If you want us to argue with you, then you'll have to look elsewhere.
I'm not trying to argue. I just can't read.
Well, it was.
Oh, wait.
I did turn it on, and then I
Wait.
did turn it off. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Markham,
Oh,
Markham, don't be rude.
shit.
don't be rude. I'm dumb.
No.
So when we last left
Soccer
off,
baby, you know.
you guys, you had come across a set of dice and decided to play around with them. Some of you gained a rank, and some of you became very, very wealthy. Well,
And
somewhat
then
wealthy.
immediately lost all that wealth as the party spent all of his money on air travel.
You're
Right,
welcome.
basically.
So basically, literally nothing happened to me.
Yeah, you broke
I got
even,
some other
right?
stuff.
You broke
Yeah.
even.
Did
So,
you get some other stuff?
oh, did he?
Didn't you get some like heroic luck or something?
No, that was Moss, and then he lost his heroic luck.
And I lost my heroic luck.
Oh.
I got it, and then I immediately lost double what I got.
This is true. He did.
Let me see, I do have my character sheet here, though.
I got given a cookie, and they got slapped for taking two. And got.
Oh, I did get to boost one stat by like 30 points, so
Oh, okay.
my firearms are now very high.
Oh, okay.
He's
So
a
you did
dead
end up
shot.
in the pot.
I got more charismatic.
Yeah.
Something every priest needs is to be charismatic, because
Well, he does.
otherwise you're gonna have a sleeping
119
congregation.
charismatic priest is pretty charismatic.
Heck
Wait, you
yeah.
have 119 in your charisma?
I think 119. 111,
That's
sorry.
that's crazy.
If it wasn't for Twitch, we wouldn't be having these kind of massively awesome characters. I'm just
Why?
saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, right,
And I
because
got-
all that, yeah.
Right.
They gifted
And I
all
got
that
2
heroic
ranks.
luck.
So
So what do you guys want to do? It's about 2 days
I'm
before
a few
the
ranks
flight.
behind you guys now.
it's behind me.
Bajra, you're what, like rank 8?
9.
9.
Rank 9 now. I'm heckin' strong.
Getting there.
hold on. Where's my notes? Because I was making notes like that GIF that everyone sees of like the wall with the strings. My notes are dumb. They don't make no sense. Right. I want to go do just general nonchalant. Do we need the Jasper that we got for any reason from the warehouse? Like, do you need it for spells or anything?
Who?
Sirith,
Oh.
with our resident spellcaster.
I
Do
did
you
not
need
hear what you-
Do you need the blue Jasper for the blue Jasper that we got from the warehouse? Do you need it for anything?
What was the blue Jasper?
We just got
Uh,
2 blue Jasper from the warehouse. It was part of our haul.
Oh, the gemstones?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
got
think
2
so.
blue
Oh my
Jasper, a white
gosh, we're
diamond,
gonna have.
and 3 gold topaz.
Think so.
It just
Okay.
occurred to me we're gonna have a flashback episode because 2 episodes ago, Ahote went back to take what he had sold. We haven't heard
No.
from him since.
I think he went to go check about how much it would cost for a ride to Lethia.
I need to ask him though because I remember him saying he was going to. Remember he left and they shut the door behind him.
Uh-huh. Oh
After
yeah,
giving
he's
him
at
the good price.
at the jeweler. Yeah.
And we were
Yeah,
gonna
he
go
sold
back
our
and take
diamond.
it.
He sold our diamond. I don't think
Yeah,
got
then
that
he was
before.
asking about upper windows back into the building and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He said he had a plan, and then we ended the session. That's gonna need to be a flashback at some point.
Hmm.
I'm gonna message him and ask him like, "What the heck were you planning back there, man?
Yeah, what were you doing?
What happened off screen, pal?" It's just gonna come in like 30 episodes down the line.
Uh-huh. I got up to some shenanigans. The rising moon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Man,
That's
it
for that
will just
reason.
always go perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Well, then
Maiden
we'll choose
Voyages
to go on the
always
retire-
great. Oh, Eddie.
We found one. Oh wait, no, we didn't.
Did we find? I don't think we did find a cage.
No, I was going to go find one. Hmm.
And then we'll have to slaughter an entire
And that-
airship,
yeah,
and then we'll
those-
become criminals again.
That doesn't sound very good. Yeah.
That's
Does
Oh.
do either of you guys know where to find a?
I guess
Find
we
a
could
cage.
try it. We have a family of
Find a
bears living in a
cage?
little urban neighborhood.
Yeah.
Um,
we can't bring Eddie on the airship.
Oh, I heard there's a good place down the road. It's like got a lot of leather and some chains and stuff there too.
Ellen, what kind of places are you frequenting? I want to know. Curiouser and curiouser.
That was not in my Ellen voice. That was a random NPC
It's a random NPC.
who doesn't realize he's telling a priest about a geek store. That's, you know.
Oh, we have 700 in the stash still.
Oh.
So, is it okay if I take 250 from the stash to go get a cage, guys?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright.
Hilarious. I'm being told you might not be able to be heard on Twitch.
Yeah, because I had to let the dogs in, they were barking. I had to mute myself, and I forgot to mute myself. So yes, you can find a cage that can be built. It'll be about 250 silver pieces. In this part of the district, it's not that. I mean, it's just going to the blacksmith and the smiths and requesting it. You know,
How long is it gonna take?
well, it's going to take like a day or so for them to build it and stuff. It's not like they have to build each of the bars. I mean, you're not the only person in Daidora Shiva that's walking around with a large brown bear as a familiar. You're not, it's not to only mention cats and maybe some wolves, and some other things.
Even it's a good thing we're not. We'd be in trouble if we stood out that much.
Yeah, right. You're not the only one, right? You would definitely stand up, but there are definitely. I mean, Daidora Shiva is a huge metropolis. It's a mega metropolis compared to everything else that you'll ever encounter. It's the only one that's got more than one airship port. It's got 25 total in the Eastern District. It's a non-stop, continual city that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It just always goes. The best way I've always been able to describe it to everybody that comes to Daidora Shiva is imagine Coruscant. It's just it's got different levels. You know, you've got your base level. It's built on these 7 hills, so it's not flat. It's got these different levels, and as you go down to it, there's a undercity that actually goes down, which trades with everything that's below the surface for the various other species that have chosen to reside below ground.
Evil things.
No, not necessarily evil things. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of species below that live in large cities that they live underground.
Okay.
They live underground doesn't mean they're evil.
Yeah, God, sheesh, man.
Also, I didn't say evil. I said illegal. So.
Oh, it sounded like you said evil.
I heard
That
They
illegal.
own their property. God.
it's like that underground city in California where they just
What?
Yeah, look it up. Underneath, I think LA, it's the homeless community built a literal city out of scraps
That's
and stuff
awesome.
debris they could find. It's a literal. It looks like something you'd find in a post-apocalyptic film. They just
Wow.
live in the abandoned subways down there, and it's a whole civilization down there,
That's.
rent free.
Oh, I did want to do something. Oh, and I
I
remember
think they
so
even
many
have their own
names.
laws or something.
I remember so many names, and I forgot this one. What was the name of the first tavern we met at?
The Happy
Dragon.
Duckling.
Nope.
know.
Dragon.
Dragon Spit.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon. No.
Dragons.
Yep. Imagine dragons.
The Drag Queen Dragons.
Sure. I don't remember it, but that one. I want to go back to that one. And I want to see, because I know Genevieve and Ariel are kind of off the mark. So I want to see if they've, like, frequented a safe house, or at least an ally.
So it's the Dashing Dragon Cantina.
I was close. I remember
Imagine
dragon.
Dragons.
Imagine
Pretty
dragon.
close.
I wanna check with them to see if they've heard anything from Genevieve and Ariel.
All right, so as you come into the Dashing Dragon, it's when are you going?
Probably early afternoon.
It's not very
Like-
busy in the early
Yeah, like just
afternoons.
after lunch rush.
Right. It's mostly a cantina that is open for the numerous air shipmen that come and stuff like that. It's one of many that are in this district that serves the ships, crew, and things like that. So they're not really super busy in the afternoons. They're more busy in the late evenings, early evenings to late evenings. When you walk in, the troll that was the bartender there kind of looks at you and kind of puts his hands up on the bar, and then goes, "You need to leave."
I just needed to ask a question.
You're not welcome here.
I can't even ask a little question. Once I ask my question, I'll get out of your way.
So he's kind of he's not really super hostile to you, but he's definitely indifferent to you. Go ahead and give me a convince check, TS4.
God, when was the last time I convinced somebody? I just hit people. Oh, my convince is actually pretty good. Pretty good. That is 8 successes.
Takes a deep sigh, picks up a rag and goes, "You got one question." He's just, he's nervous about you being there because the last time you were there, which was only like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
4 or 5,
God, it was
about a
only
week
4 days
ago.
ago.
About a week ago.
God, time doesn't exist. Time is a concept.
True.
I want to ask, have you heard from Genevieve?
He kind of grunts a little, goes, "It'll be too soon if I ever hear from that winch again. She cost me many customers. The way you guys came in, the storming. I was shut down for 2 days repairing after you guys left." That's your one question. There's the door. He comes up. He's starting to move around to the edge of to the other side of the bar. Or, it's like he's coming around, like he's getting ready to escort you out.
Okay. I'm going. Just if you just so happen to see her, just let her know that we're
He's kind of
gonna
got a
be out of
hand on
town
your
for a
shoulder,
bit.
kind of like pushing you, like like you're kind of like you're being
Yep.
pushed. Like, "Well, in case and he just
no,
grunts.
just
He opens the
if
door
if you happen to see her,
and
Well,
shoves
that's
you
fine.
out the door and slams it behind you.
all right, that's one bridge burned. All right.
One. Audra's been living under a rock.
There's probably been a couple, but okay.
Just a few.
Just, may it light our way. Okay. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go back to the Shadow King. I'm tempted, but I don't know what more he'll give me at this point, besides more questions than answers.
Seems to be that guy's vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
So
I have
are
a
you
question about-
going to share with them our little one-off?
Am I don't know, because I haven't figured out our little one-off, what it
Okay.
all meant, and I realized I should have asked a lot more questions, but I was more shook by the fact of what happened from that one-off that I could, like, all questions I had left, gone, didn't show up until a day later, and I'm like, fuck.
Hey, isn't that always the case? 2020.
It really is.
Damn it! If I only had one more thing to say to you, it would have been a
Yeah.
great insult.
It really would have.
Damn it, Janet.
Come back and did another thing. No, I probably shared to them that I did go back to the Shadow King.
Well, then you
Um,
need to let them know what occurred then. If you went back, you need to inform them of that little piece.
Okay. So yeah, I'll bring the boys together and I'll just. So I did go to see the Shadow King again.
She
Only
wrote
he
she
was
she wrote a very long letter to him
I did.
originally.
I wrote him a letter discussing terms of agreement, of which
Okay.
he did not take. Sort of. Um, called me over and I went to go see him, and he was starkly different than I'd first met him, which raised more questions than it did answers.
Do you want to describe the physical differences between the two?
Yeah, one of them was just a voice and brought me to hell and showed me the worst possible things and tried to scare me into submission. And then the other one was just a guy, a human,
Yeah,
tall,
a tall, fat human.
tall for a human, taller than me, by a lot, and he was just a guy that could be reasoned with and was rational and like actually held himself like a crime boss that I could negotiate with. I'm very confused. I have two possibilities of who this man is, his actual name.
So do you want to describe? I think without me telling, because I don't want to tell. I want you to tell it, but I'm going to help you remember. Do you want to describe the location where you met the first time with the Shadow King?
Like the first time, like with like the yellow smoke in the eyes and
Yes.
that. Yeah, there was a bunch of eyes. He brought me to hell. Well, must have been hell. It seemed like hell. It was a bunch of eyes. It was like this yellowish fog. And Sirith, you might know this. You know demon stuff. I could only get the vibe of demon. And besides the one in the warehouse, I've never interacted with a demon before in my life. And it only gives me that. It was intense. And he couldn't be rational. He knew what he wanted from me. He knew a lot more about me than anybody knows. Which is concerning to me how he got that information. But, that's why I'm leaning towards demon, and demons have that kind of weird thing. I don't know what demons can do. They could probably get the information if they wanted.
Ask me, I don't want to know what demons do.
Believe me. It's not fun!
Can I make a Lord Demon check using the information she's giving me and the information I already know?
Absolutely.
And I am going to, before doing it, I'm going to pull out my. Where is it? My lore book that gives me a +10 to any lore skill checks. 5 of them. So my lore is +10 for this check.
Heck yeah. Walk in Google.
I guess.
Technically, yeah.
That's really good. That's a 12. That's 8 successes.
So what is it you're looking for exactly, Sheriff?
Any more information relevant to the environment or the being itself?
Yes. So check your DM. I sent you a note. And I'm waiting for my other notes to, there they are, pop up. That's not what I want. No, hold on. I've got notes everywhere. Zoom in. Oh, sorry. It's not that, it's this. Now I've got that. Let me. Here's what you know with that awesome roll.
Great so far.
Get myself into. I apologize for nothing for being an instigator of chaos.
You
Oh, I have to
also,
drink.
when she's describing who she was talking about, the multiple eyes and all this other stuff around her, she basically is also describing the somewhat physical form of Kashtika.
Hey, that doesn't sound good.
No, that don't sound good. Where's my pen?
And you know who Kashtika is, right? Moss?
It sounds familiar.
I actually recognize that name.
I remember this.
Wow, it's part of your lore, Sirith.
It sounds familiar. I don't know. I'm checking right now if I have it written down.
Must write it down.
I have like 5 different notes for this character. I need to combine them. I do not have it written down. Never mind.
Kashtika was the demon that destroyed your house.
Oh yeah, I have that written down somewhere. I definitely wrote this down. 'Cause
God, I
we went
hope
over
so.
this last time. Where did I
God,
write it
I
down?
hope so.
I did.
You
No, we already
know,
went
the
over
guy
this.
that you went into a rage over and caused
Yeah,
Ellen
no,
to
that,
lose
we
his
went over this
lucky
already. and I
rifle
wrote
and
that
almost
Yeah,
down
his
when you
life.
became
because of
a
it.
when you became a holy nuke.
Almost
Yeah,
gave
when
us
he
a
became a holy nuke.
TPK.
You blinded me for the entire combat.
Which also,
Oh,
you
here
know,
it is. I had to scroll.
There you go.
got it.
Ellen was almost history. Very much almost history.
All right. So after she describes all this, like Sirith's face is like a white, just a pale white, and he's like, "You just described Praxton."
I don't think she's ever heard that before.
The
I don't think
place
she's.
of death. Not a
The-
good place.
The what?
Very, very bad. You remember all that cult stuff we were fighting? The demon Azahak was mentioned.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's home to like them. Azahak, that's home to Azahak.
And a Zayhawk is the prime deity of death and destruction. The Lord, the Dark Lord of lies. So just to bring you up into the lore, right? So lore dump.
Yeah.
There's the known pantheon within Kralis, right? And so you have one true. You have scholars actually indicating that there's like the one that brought the omniverse into existence, but who brought the omniverse into existence. Its opposite is chaos. And chaos was the creator of all the crazy dark dimensions and things like that. But it, along with the one, brought the omniverse into existence. Chaos is theoretically rumored to be entrapped by the world of Kralis. Kralis is its prison. So the one created that, and then you have these three other gods that are like high gods above them: Elal, Gishra, and a Zahak. Elal is the true father of all good. Gishra is the neutral mother of chaos and existence. And Zahak is the dark lord of death, destruction, and all things bad in the universe, basically.
Cool.
That's fun.
So
And the celestial omniverse, the celestial planes, aren't like different dimensions. It's one large. It's a never-ending plane of existence that moves back and forth. Neutrality, the gods of neutrality, and then the philosophy of neutrality takes up a certain space within it, and it moves back and forth as the domination of either good or evil overtakes certain areas of the omniverse. So it's constantly shifting. So planes are always moving, things like that. Of those, Prax Din is the worst of the worst of the worst. For those of you who play D&D, I guess the closest would probably be a combination of the Nine Hells and the Abyss combined.
Oh,
The 9 abysses.
Something like that, yeah.
item business.
It is the darkest. Yeah, you don't want to go there. It's hell. It's like hell. I mean, whatever we have the Christian theology of hell and Armageddon and all that stuff. That's what this place is. It's a place where the most vile of souls and demons go.
No bueno.
It's no
no
bueno.
good.
It's no bueno.
It's no good.
and Bajra would be like, "This my jam."
And Bajra was just
Even
got
Bajra's like,
work
nah,
together.
fuck that place.
I'm gonna try to cast reincarnate on Bajra, and she's gonna be down in hell. Like, no, I don't want to go. No, this place is great. I'm on
Yeah.
a 40 kill streak.
I just met my neighbor. Just
Triple kill.
recognized him too.
I just want the voice of the demons to come down and just triple kill.
Triple kill. Kill him in charge.
It's like a Gregorian chant of demons every time you make a kill. She makes a kill.
Yeah, it'd be a fun time. It'd be a fun time. But no, even Bajra's like, no, fuck that place.
Yeah, this
So
is not a
fuck
place.
that.
This is a place of ultimate evil. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just, and then there are
Don't-
other levels around it that are just as bad, but not as bad as this place. This is the end result of a Zahak's. It's a part of a Zahak, for all intents and purposes.
Cool.
So with that, what she's telling you is you may want to continue with what, now that we've got the lore dump done, you may want to continue with what was said and why this trip is going to be unique for all of you, I think.
Yeah. So,
So this is all connected to the Shadow King.
well, yes. Yes. I'm going to go with yes. Mostly because my one running theory with this is that demon that I spoke to knew things that nobody knows.
Yeah, the demon you spoke to killed my family. That the one that I got mad and blinded you because of.
Yeah, I remember the one.
And quite literally brought down the wrath of Odiran.
Yeah. I vaguely remember the one. Yeah, that one. My one running theory of how he connects to the Shadow King is I went to go talk to the actual Shadow King, apparently, who's the big 7-foot, big fat human that I spoke of earlier. Apparently, he's the actual Shadow King, so the crime boss that I can actually work with. But here's the kicker: is that he also knew things about me that no one even knows, like my mother and my family, and people haven't spoken about to anybody. Not even the rats know who my mother is, but he knew.
You have a family?
Oh yeah, I'm not an orphan like y'all are.
Oh!
Ellen,
I don't.
for the first time this conversation makes the
Why?
slightest of expressions, and it's just
Did
a slight eyebrow twitch.
did we not? Did we not? Yeah, my parents are well and alive. My family is fine. Fine is a loose term, but they're living. Thing.
And this would be the opportunity where I, as a GM, get to poke the bear.
Last I checked.
Sirith and Ellen, both of you make lore checks. At
Shit.
base, 30 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, it's about to be. So 30 plus 37. YOLO. YOLO. Oh, YOLO.
That's an 83, so I don't pass it.
Okay. What about you,
6
Sirith?
successes. I critted. Oh, I get it. I rolled luck.
So,
Fill that back up.
I need to go back up.
Now that you've lost all of
I
it.
need to restack.
Sirith, you have heard of rumor, kind of the nation of I can't think of it now. I gotta look on the map. Garuzax, whose princess was essentially kicked out of the royal family for a murder that they perpetrated on during one of their training with part of their training.
What was the name of the kingdom?
Garuzax, Garu, Zax, Zax. It is the leading Rakas nation in Talos. There are other Rakas nations, but this is like the homeland. This is where all the other nations kind of come from because of this. And that princess, from what you've heard in your ongoings, was branded and kicked out.
Meanwhile, Ellen, who's been living under a rock, knows none of this.
Ellen's like, hey, my hat.
Oh, actually, he's not wearing his hat anymore. He took off his hat and stuffed it in his pack. He's
Took off
just
the
wearing
hat.
the hood now. The hooded cloak.
question,
So
Bowser.
depressed about it. Sure. What's up?
You wouldn't happen to be from Garuzax, would you?
It's very sad.
I've heard ramblings. I've heard rumors that their princess was exiled.
Did hear about that.
Inside check! No, I'm kidding.
Skepticism check.
I actually will do that as soon as she opens her mouth in retaliation.
Skepticism. Skepticism check. Well, no, only you. Ellen doesn't get one. He's like,
I get it.
I
ah.
heard about it.
So she's lying.
I don't know. What'd you roll?
I mean, I was just skepticizing
no,
to see if she is lying or if she knows more about this because Ellen doesn't trust her.
Do I get plus 20 for lift the veil?
He doesn't know what she's talking about. He just wants to know if she's lying.
Do I get the plus 20 for lift the veil?
Yeah, I'll let you both do a skepticism check with lifting the veil.
I have a 94 skepticism. It's 6 successes.
Do I get to attempt to convince to
Yes, at a base of TS of 6.
base of TS6? Okay,
Because
this
he
is
said it.
possible.
He said it.
This is possible. It's not. That's only 3.
Hang on. I'm trying to do the math now. Wait. What's lift the veil again?
Lift the veil gives you a plus 20 to any
If
skepticism
somebody
check when you're
lies
trying
to
to
you,
try.
You're really good at.
You're really good
finding
at
out
like you're lying. to me.
Oh! Well,
I still lost my dice and I don't.
okay. In that case, that is a, I can't do the math right now, but it's either, like, 6 or 7 successes.
Yeah, I got a whopping 3. I'm lying. through
She's
my fucking
definitely
teeth.
not being truthful about something. Now,
Ellen doesn't care what, he just wants to know that she needs to be kept a closer eye on. He'll do his eyebrow twitch again.
As if I
Sirius
have.
like eyes perk up and he's like, "Why are you lying? You're lying about something."
As if I haven't lied to you about everything about my past.
You're not
Why
very
are
good
you
at it.
surprised?
Maybe you shouldn't do it.
Well, it's
I'm-
almost like
I'm
you
not
expect me. You have expectations of me now. It's almost like if
Oh,
I
I
drop
do.
the truth. If I drop the truth on you, you guys wouldn't even believe me. You would think I'm lying too. So it's like,
Not necessarily.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if you'd stop lying, you can find out if we'll believe you.
what you wanted me to drop the massive truth bomb that, like, I'm from Garuzak and I am the one who they've been missing, and they outcasted me from everything that I've known well and good. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't so hard, was it?
Oh, and you believe that? Oh, okay.
Skepticism check.
Yeah. Bomb and
Ellen ain't
like
buying none of this.
a horrendous, like, y'all know me.
Oh,
Do I really seem like royalty to you?
skepticism check. Roll your convince check, Bajra.
Okay.
oh wait, I should have to make a skepticism check.
So Bajra's gonna set the TS for you guys.
She crit.
It's 15.
So your skepticism checks, gentlemen, are a base TS of 15 for you
Base
to
TS.
see through that.
Because I absolutely 100% critted.
Yeah. 91. So that's gonna be a heroic luck from me. I don't like the 91. But I do like the 1. So
No. Accept my lies.
that's 9. I need a 6.
I want to see the roll. Let's see the roll.
That it.
Oh, the background.
Fuck.
Oh, the background.
Your background.
Turn off
Get
the
your
background.
turn off your background.
Yep. I'm gonna- Where the fuck? There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
No.
No.
Bring it down closer.
There's a
Looks like a
glare
0.
on it. There's a glare on it. Oh,
Sure.
the glare.
Oh,
That's a
7.
7. Ah, you little. Okay.
Yeah. She's. You hit a soft spot with her on that one.
Great.
All right. So I need to
Just give it a second. It'll zoom in correctly. There you go.
I was trying to adjust it. It wasn't in the right area.
Well, I definitely don't pass the check. That was only like 4 successes. So Ellen just kind of shrugs and goes back to cutting up his shirt.
Why are you cutting your shirt?
You'll find out soon enough.
Sirith is gonna pat Baja on the shoulder and be like, "It's okay. We've all had bad shit happen. Can't let
Yeah,
it get to you."
I've not let it get to me. I'm fine. I've moved on, actually. It's just it's fine.
Do I need to do a skepticism check on that?
That's up to you.
I will. Ellen's listening from the background. He doesn't believe.
I have.
Hey, Matrix.
Oh, so now you give me the good roll.
That's the number. Blatantly telling the truth.
This is one of those times as a GM, you know of the backstory of one particular character, and it's so awesome. You want them to spill the beans, and you're pushing the barrel as hard as you can to spill the beans, and they're like, nope, nope, yeah, nope, gonna dodge.
Let's say,
By episode 50, you'll get another little
that's
nugget of
that's
backstory.
15
Two
successes.
more
This is
ranks
where
and
I get my
take an
15
ability
successes.
where you have to tell me the truth.
This is where I get my 15 successes.
And what were you trying to do, Markham?
Skepticism to see if she's actually all right or if she's a complete mess.
That is something she's gonna have to DM me because I don't know. I know Bajra well enough, but I don't know if Bajra has really actually told me that.
What, the fact that she's completely moved on and she's fine now?
Yeah, are you?
Oh yeah, she's moved on. There is she's convinced herself that she's moved on.
Oh, that's a lie.
That's
So
different.
it's to her it's real. Like, that's the honest to God truth. Like, she's fine, she's moved on. This is why she's living, she's done whatever the fuck she damn well pleases now. She's moved on, but there's a little bit of her that's still
Harping on the past.
a little bitter. There's a little bit of bitterness in there.
Alright. Ellen will once again do his little eyebrow twitch and just go back to what he was doing. He's gonna log that away in the I don't really care, but good to know she's not mentally stable section of his mental notes.
Wait a minute, it's taking you this long to finally figure out that Bajra is not mentally stable? Have you not
He's
seen
been
what she did at
unconscious
the... No, do you not remember? Do you not remember what she did at the magistrate's office?
He would have definitely diagnosed her already.
Got a kill count. I've got a body count in the double digits, y'all. I'm 17.
No, yeah, that was why I was laughing. I was like, this is a completely pointless role. Ellen would know that she's not mentally stable and moved on like she's clearly claiming she is. But it wouldn't even take a roll for anyone to see that she's clearly not stable. So it's funny that this is where I finally get a good crit.
Did we forget the moment where she laughed in the man's face as he shot at her and then took his rifle and beat him over the head with it? Did we forget about
in
that
the
moment?
in the magistrate's office?
No,
you remember that?
That was in the warehouse where she took.
Oh, that's right. That was in the warehouse.
That was in the warehouse. Nobody else was there, so nobody else knew about it.
Nope. Oh, Jose was my witness, though.
Jose saw
it.
Most of her shenanigans, Ellen's been unconscious for, in all honesty.
This is true. This is true.
So is she.
So we'll see if the skepticism was, were those legitimate accidents where she knocked me out, or is she actually mentally unstable? Oh, she's mentally unstable, all right.
Yeah. And besides, I couldn't go back anyways. So I've moved on. It's fine. Just like y'all, your houses and stuff. Yo, speaking of your houses, how is this whole competition thing going to work? Because you guys are the only ones. That puts you all at a really big disadvantage. We talk about that for a second.
We just have a quick ceremony and we're married. He's not even gonna look up while he says. He's just like, oh, don't worry. We'll just get married and it'll be over and done with.
I'm not opposed to this idea.
I'm joking. Don't worry. I'm joking. Don't mind me. It's a little humor to lighten the mood. You guys are being all Serious over that.
If
You
it
guys
works-
also, besides the fact that you need a cage for the bear, and one for Luna. Eddie and Luna are both going to need cages, despite the fact that Luna can bounce in and out of hers as she likes.
I thought Luna could stay here and then teleport to us when we got there.
How many is
No.
that much? Is it?
Yeah, because we had
She's
quick
never
travel
been
unlocked.
there. She's never been there. That's the reason. So you guys actually asked, "Hey, can you take
Oh.
us there?" Instead of just doing that, she's like, "I don't know where you're going." So,
So
she's
we had to
never
bring
been there.
her-
If we were there, she knew where we were and could come to us. But
Right. If she knew where you were at, knew the specific area of the prime material of this prime material plane where you wanted to be, she could plane hop you.
I used a spell to get her to see an area.
You've never been to Lathia.
I haven't?
No, you guys may be Tajahu, but you've never been to Lathia.
Okay.
Owen definitely has.
Tajahu don't. Well, Lathia. So there's two major. There's actually two major and one minor kingdoms of the Tajahu. There is Takan City, which is in the northern in the northern realms. Then you have Lathia, which is this large, like New Zealand-like island, right? That's off the coast of the Eastern District, or the Eastern realms. And then you have this minor realm that is in the Mere Forest in the southern realms, off to the side. So houses, those are the three major nations, but houses can be set up anywhere. And since we didn't talk about Lathia being your homeland, either one of you, I made the assumption that Lathia is not your exact home. And I know what you're thinking. If you could do like a scrying, is that what you're thinking, Sirith?
No, I was because scrying is not as like I have a spell that if I've been there, I can see it a lot better, but I haven't been there.
Yeah, I'm gonna rule that you guys. I'm gonna put it out there that you guys have it. And there's also a rivalry between Takan City, Tajahu, and Lathia Tajahu. Lathia Tajahu are very, I don't want to say uppity, but they are the original houses. They are part of the original houses to actually have come across the vast ocean of the vast, the great ocean of the darkness of the void above you, and landed here on this island. And the Tajahu of Takan City actually left Lathia in rebellion because they didn't like the way the houses were being set up. So they went north and created their own nation and houses.
Y'all are getting married. How does that work?
It was a joke.
Oh.
You
We're
guys. So
probably
besides,
gonna end up fighting.
so besides
a tournament. So it is a tournament. Y'all are gonna be
So
fighting.
do you want to explain to everybody what you're going to be
What is
partaking
it?
in? What is it?
What is it? I
Any
heard
of those
tournament
rules
and
against explaining it.
Say again?
Is there rules against explaining it to like
No.
outsiders?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'll explain them.
So explain
yeah.
them.
I
don't-
what?
If it's one of the sections to read, I did not get to read it yet.
Lore dump. So what you're going to be partaking in is called the House Wars, and this occurs once only every 200 years. And what it does is it allows houses to send their chosen warriors of various types to go fight in this tournament for all intents and purposes. It is not a lethal tournament. No Tajahu has actually ever died intentionally, accidentally. There's been deaths. And what happens is you go through this tournament style to place your house amongst the numerous houses. So a lowly house, if they've got a really they've trained very hard, or they have someone that they put all their hopes, wishes, and desires into, they could actually place higher, and a higher house could actually lose and get placed lower. So it's this continuing, and out of those reigning houses, they choose the top winner actually becomes the ruling house for all the Tajahu on Talos or in Kralis. Even though
where we're placed.
You guys, because you have no house, you're very low.
Oh yeah.
Houses that were destroyed are generally at the bottom half of that, right?
So basically, there's the gold mansions, and then there's the upper level district, and the middle district, and the lower district, and the poor district, and the slum district, and asphalt, dirt, sand, magma,
and then your houses,
core, and then us down here.
Basically, you're not. I mean, Tajahu are not known for their sympathy towards each other in that sense. So you're kind of looked down upon by the other houses as not being I don't want to say true Tajahu, but you're looked down about, like someone, they almost pity you. Like, why hasn't anybody, what's wrong with you? Why hasn't another house absorbed you? Right? That's
embarrassment trio. We're all embarrassments to our species. I knew there was going to be something that brought us all together.
So, so that's
We're
essentially
all embarrassments to our species.
So that's what that essentially is right? Is houses generally absorb those of a lesser house that have less members but no one's done that with you. Either of one of several reasons. Either A, they have tried and you've refused, or they just do not see you adding any worth to their house.
Damn.
If you've ever read Dune and the various houses,
Oh yeah,
that's the basic concept where I pulled this concept from.
I like that. Dune's really good.
So you have these houses, and there's several hundred of them, and you guys are like, let's say there's normally 100. You're like index A B.
Oh.
Fun.
Guess
All right.
Underdog story.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess from one perspective, Moss Searth, how could you let your house be defeated by a demon?
Oh.
I mean, at the time I was probably a child.
I don't know, but that's their perspective, right? How could you, being the last member of your house, allow a demon to defeat your house? Even though the odds were probably up against you, you could have been a toddler, with a binky in their mouth, sitting there watching this whole thing happen. But the responsibility of the fall of your house falls to the eldest. And since you don't have a house, in that sense, you're the eldest. So it was your responsibility,
He didn't really care.
Once you stop caring, life becomes a lot easier.
Oh, you know what? Now I'm going to make you all
Heal
care.
people.
This is all. I'm going to make you all care. I'm going to stick you in wounds. I'm going to stick wounds and pour salt and vinegar and lime juice into them. You will be in pain when I am done.
I'm going to drop something wonderful here.
Hurt me for
Maybe
plot.
I'll save this. There's something big
Hurt me for
about
plot.
Ellen that I could drop now or save it for later. Because I'd be dropping it out of character now, but I could potentially
sharing.
drop it in character
Being a
once we
plot
get to the
device.
tournament.
Yeah, use it save it for a plot device. Save
I
it
will
for
use
character
it.
development.
I will use it.
Use my trauma as character development. That's the only purpose of it.
So what Ellen has done is he's cut up his shirt
Yeah, what are you doing?
and made a sort of face mask with it. Cover his face, and he'll put the hood up. So he's going to look different.
Are you trying to
because-
cop my style?
And ask Ellen.
He's just going
Please.
to look at her, unblinking through the goggles, and just say, "No."
I like
Why
the
would I want you
picture
to do
ski
that?
mask Ellen.
Key Mass Ellen. Yeah, this is a new skin.
So
New unlockable skin.
the you now that you've got the idea that you're going to be on this ship and you start to read through what needs to happen, there are specific things that need to happen for you to be allowed on this trip. One, you must come in well.
Armed.
No, actually, you have to turn in all your arms before you load. They will be kept safe in a magically locked location where you can't get to them.
Oh.
Nobody can get to them. Second, you need to come dressed in civilized clothing. A la 18th century, you're going on a train ride. Women,
Oh,
femme
this is an event.
femme presenting individuals have to be dressed in feminine like things. Male presenting males need to be dressed in male like whatever satisfies suits you. But you can't be in your street clothes. You got to come in tuxes and dresses and all this other stuff because it is an inaugural maiden voyage of this thing. And you're being requested to make sure that you have the appropriate clothing for several dinners over the next 30 days, appropriate clothing and non-scandalous clothing.
This
Would a
fits
priest's
perfectly for
garb
what I've been
suffice?
preparing for.
Say again, Moss?
Would a priest's garb suffice?
If it was cleaned and if it's so big, you know how in the military they have military dress and then you have your fatigues. You have to be presented as as a priest in your priestly garments, freshly pressed, that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Very clean,
Probably
very,
does all that stuff by hand.
huh?
He probably does all
Do that stuff by hand.
That Sirith would 100% do that stuff by hand.
Yeah. So, I mean, as long as you are, if you're a priest and you come in your priestly garments and vestments, that's acceptable.
All right, perfect. Ellen has been preparing this new outfit for going shopping because now he will be completely unrecognizable to his ID, which is listed as deceased anyhow.
You're gonna need a new name.
Hey, who's that guy in the ski mask that looks a lot like that one guy that died at the police station?
He doesn't look like it anymore. He's not wearing his hat. He's wearing different clothes.
Wait. No, I have a great idea. Let me punch you in the face a couple times. I'll break your nose. You'll be probably lose a couple teeth. You'll be indistinguishable.
Why would I do that when I just have the mask on?
You're not allowed to wear the mask on the
Can't
ship.
wear the mask on the
Neither
boat.
can Baja.
This is for shopping.
Oh fuck.
This is just for shopping.
I don't think many shops are going to be happy if you walk in with a ski mask.
Tell that to COVID.
Yeah, no.
It's not a ski mask. This is just a simple handmade, like a COVID
sick.
mask where you grab a piece of cloth, then you put it on,
Yeah.
Grandma made those for everyone as soon as COVID hit, those things.
Definitely plague doctoring it up right now. What is the name of the other document that you send me?
Heck, even
Hilarious?
before
That
COVID,
is not,
there are many big cities that just do that.
Not the player's guide, but the other big document that gave me background. It was get the background information of all the places. What was the name of that document? That you
Of
sent
the
me?
places?
Yeah. Gave it background into what's in Goddard's Dock and all that fun stuff.
That would have been the Kralis Gazetter.
That's what it is, the Gazetter.
So, I'm going to go shopping for some more attire and other items for our journey. Would anyone like to come with me?
We're all
I
gonna
have
have
to get cages.
Oh yeah, you have to go get
cage for Eddie.
cages. I have to go be pretty.
Would my
Oh.
priest garb suffice the whole time, or do I need one other outfit?
So you're going to need at least one other outfit, and you're going to need to make sure, you'll be in your priest garment for most of it, but are you going to sleep in your priest garment?
Probably not.
Could we check in while we sleep in?
I have a standard set of clothing I can sleep in.
I'm just saying you need to be prepared for literally you're going on the maiden voyage of the maiden voyage of the ship, not the Titanic, sorry. and you need to be able to present these different things, right?
He's using foreshadowing and I'm hiding it by saying, "Oops, not this head."
Suspicious.
Just gonna be
Right.
Suspicious.
I'm very suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So, what would I have to do to wash my clothes?
I mean,
And
we're
touch
by a
them.
river.
You can there's
Would I have to
people
roll
there
anything?
are well no so there's the church there is the you've never asked but there's a church of Odiran. There's churches here. There's churches of Elul. There's temples. There's in Dardura Shiva. Most of the good gods have a church represented here in Dardura Shiva. The Church of Elul is a massive 14-acre sprawling thing in the Northern District, right? In the what's Northern District, which is also the Nobles District. Odiran, I believe, also has one here in Dardura Shiva that's just massive. Not sure. I'll have to look it up. I mean, your church is literally known as the Hall of Knowledge. You know, it is quite literally it's. I guess the best description that comes to my mind right off the bat would be like, if you remember, I don't know if you guys watched it. Oh my God, I can't think of it. The Grand Library of the Magus in Westeros, down in the Iron City, where it's just books upon books upon books. That's basically what the Hall of Knowledge looks like, right? It's just books and priestly things and things like that.
I already have priestly. I don't think I need another set, do I?
Well, okay, so here comes the question: how vain are you? Right? Do you feel that one pair of priestly garments and vestments will suffice you for a 30-day
Weren't you in your priestly vestments whenever you got arrested the first time?
Yeah.
You think they're a little singed from you blowing up
No,
the police station?
We were just blown back. We weren't in the like explosion radius. We were just blown back with
Being by an explosion is not clean.
She's got you there. I mean,
yeah, no, it's got like sulfur
Probably got like
all
some
over it.
Yeah, some dirt, some little holes in it, you know.
I'm sure it's a little gray. It's not the same
did
color.
Get slashed at and shot at a few times in it. Yeah.
You're little frayed by the edges.
I'm broke, guys.
Well,
Come on.
Ellen has a couple places.
Wait. You're saying you're broke, but I'm saying there's a Church of Odiran there, and are you not a priest of Odiran?
Yeah.
You think they're willing to overlook the fact that you're potentially
Probably.
wanted? Are they in a different district? Because
Yeah,
it might be okay.
They are in a different district.
Oh hell yeah, you're good.
I mean, they're in the Odiran is in the the Western District, which is the newer money, not the old money of the North District, right? Like, imagine the Northern District is like Nantucket Bay of Massachusetts. These big sprawling houses.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They're just beautiful. Then you have the new money, so that would be Manhattan, right? All that power there. But yeah, no, they exist. So do you want to go visit the houses?
Yeah, I'm messaging you a question real quick.
Okay.
I have a question too. Are there any good places in other districts where Ellen could shop for clothing and potentially weapons and hats?
The Southern and Western districts.
Perfect. We'll try the southern one.
So the Southern...
Hi, y'all. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
That would be the church.
That it would be that
Yeah,
church.
that would be the church. That would be
I
the
didn't know it
church
could
that's
have
here.
just been-
No.
Yeah, no, I'll go to the church since I have to go there anyways now.
So the Southern District is real. So the Southern District is. So you have the Eastern District, which is quite literally the how can I put this? I've got it in my head. My brain's not working. The Eastern District is literally the seaport of the city, right? It's got all the airship ports on it. It's got all it's got the majority of the major shipping lanes for the River Halon, which travels up and down the through the southern realms. It's the port sector, right? So you have the Eastern District, and then you have the Northern District, which is attached to that because that's where all the money comes from. Then you have the Southern District, which is really the working class. This is where the majority of people live, right? I mean, if there's a population of say 100, 75% of the people live in the Southern District. So it is grungy, it's run down, it's a combination of different sections and stuff like that. And then there's an actual, you can actually see the difference while you're walking along the major road of the northern portion of the Southern District and the southern portion of the Southern District. And it's almost night and day. It's like you got the north side of town, then you got the south side of town, and it's separated by a 75-foot wide road. And people insult each other. You hear as you're walking by, go back to your space, Southerner. Go to the other side. Yeah, yeah, you're the other side of the tracks. It's like Detroit and then South Detroit, right?
I've literally seen places like that.
All right,
where,
so that
we
it's
have
literally
section of
like that.
my hometown like that, where you can,
And then
see straight across the street from each other like
and then you have the Trade District, which kind of takes its position up as sharing space with the Western District and the Southern District, and that's the Trade District where a lot of the houses of both the Northern and the Western District, which are the new money noble houses and merchants and all that, have their businesses, right? The Southern District is where most of the common people live. That's where warehouses also exist, where it's got that gritty, smoky feel in the air, because this is also where people who are creating, the roads are kept somewhat clean, but you've got cleaners coming up and down the streets all the time, because this is where the Southern District is where all the land trade comes into before it disperses into the Eastern District and up and around. But yeah, you can find whatever you want in the Eastern District. When the Southern District, you kind of feel like you're not out of place from the Eastern District. But once you start to make your way to the Western District and the Upper Trade District, you start to feel like you're out of place. Like you're out of place, because the streets are a little more gleaming, quote unquote. The folk there dress much better. It's a complete class change, right? Does that make sense,
Yes.
Markham?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Since you were the one that was going out there.
Yeah.
And the church and the Hall of Knowledge is actually in the Western District itself. So the two of you could go if you liked, if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what Sirius is gonna do.
That sounds good to me.
All right, so you're gonna go report, Moss. Is that correct?
Report/request, because
Okay.
garb.
Because garb.
Ellen, try to get 2 cages, will you, if you can?
I will see what I can
One
do.
for
but
You
no
guys
promise.
need to go
you,
shopping.
One for Luna.
I will. Right. I will see what I can do, but no.
Or a big one for them to share. Either way, whatever we can do.
It's almost funny to you that Luna and a cage. Okay. Here's Luna's cage. Here's Luna's cage. She's never gonna be in it.
Yeah.
There's no promises. I mean, all right.
Do that or we
you
don't
need-
go.
Do you need money for the cage?
Well, the cages are $250 or 250 silver pieces each.
Do you have
He
200
needs money.
each? Each?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't like luxury pet palaces you're buying.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
steel
but
cages.
could you get like one big one for like 400 and call it a day?
Stick them both in there.
Do you
together
need somebody
and
to
make everyone
haggle
believe
for
that
you?
wolf and a bear
So
are
it's
hanging
not
out?
so much. It's not so much about the fact that how big can you get. It's also a matter of how much they can store, right? So it's not like you can go, yeah, we're coming in with this 10-foot by 20-foot by 15-foot tall cage. They're gonna go, where are we gonna put that?
Okay. Okay. How much silver do you need, baby? I got you.
Let's try about 400 silver just to be safe. Oh, let's do
You
500.
you want how poor are you, baby?
I currently might have enough to buy myself some new clothes and potentially a new gun. That's about it.
Okay. Well, if we need that much money, I'm gonna need to go rob some people because I don't even have that much.
No,
What?
we're not robbing people.
Where are you gonna get the silver then?
I guess since nobody else is gonna, we still had 600 left over from when.
Does
we
anyone
did it,
have
'cause
any
we
form
never-
of
we only
measuring
spent 100
devices?
of that, so we have 600 at least among us three.
Okay.
Well, hang on, didn't we have gold that we divvied up at one point? I don't
No,
know
that
how
was
much gold.
that was the 700 silver that we divided up to 145 each.
Oh, I never
Oh,
added
I didn't
that.
know we actually. Yeah, so we
Yeah,
still
we
have,
divided it up.
still have a lot of that. I didn't spend any of mine. I don't think.
Yep, nope, I haven't. There we go. Okay, so I have 245 silver.
I can.
I'm not broke.
go-
Never mind.
I can. You
We
sold
also have
two
those blue
brokers.
jaspers, diamonds, and those topaz and that topaz.
Ahote sold the diamond.
Oh,
He might have it back. We'll have to check back on that later because we don't know
He
how
might
off screen.
Had a little adventure, but yeah.
All we do is like this anime pan out of him looking at an open window on the roof.
that blue jasper and the yellow topaz I could go take to go get sold.
3
and
yellow
make friends.
topazes.
Sasha, would you like
Yeah.
to potentially
I can go
do
make
the
friends.
wheeling and dealing for a cage? Your crowd seems to enjoy cages more, Perhaps that Shadowy King would be interested in supplying a cage, or
I think he's more drugs, less cage.
well, just
Okay.
saying. I feel like you'd have an easier time.
I
finding a
mean-
cage.
To be fair, I don't think the
No.
Shadow King works in that kind of business. That's an old business. That's Amkara kind of business, not a here kind of business.
Also, don't go to the Shadow King. Just not a smart
Just
idea.
find a cage. All right, I'm not shopping for
Without
for
going to the
cages.
Shadow King.
Okay, but that still brings us back to problem number 1: is we are broke. We don't have enough silver. We need to pull together 500 silver.
And I added together have 290 already.
Okay.
Without Ellen's already before the 145.
Okay. So how much silver do you have, Sirius?
145. That's it.
Period?
Yeah. I
Oh.
haven't gotten any money.
Babe.
I've never gotten any loot.
Well, and also as a
I agree.
priest, he's not supposed to be carrying a lot.
I'm not supposed to. Yeah,
Oh.
like
I only have 245 total.
Okay, so you have 145 and you have 245. That's not enough.
245 plus 145,
Quite
Okay.
frankly,
which is
245 plus 145 is 390, so we still need 110.
well, you're not getting any of my silver. I need it for my shopping. So
And then we still have the 2 blue jaspers and the 3 gold topazes. So you
That's
go
what I'm
sell those.
saying. I can go sell those and make some friends.
you
Yeah,
just
go
make
sell
a
them.
good deal.
Not to the Shadow King. Sell them.
If the Shadow King will give you a better deal, I have no problem with you using the Shadow King.
might.
I'm already in deep with him anyhow.
You might. If I'm not trying to, I know what these are.
No, bad. That is not the good thing. You shouldn't do that.
I mean, he's gonna get a job for me anyways. Might like sweeten the deal a little
I'm
pot.
gonna have you kill someone.
Okay.
Innocent, probably.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not going to win that argument there, Sierra. I mean, you got to understand, Bajra is riding the rails close to evil at this point.
No, I'm still pretty okay. But
just so you know, I'm not shopping for any cages. You guys are welcome to do that on your own time. So,
so maybe no. Here's gonna be the great thing though. I can work out a trade deal. Give him some jewels. He gives us a cage. It's a good deal. It's fine.
All right.
So I'll take the jewels. I'll go see my friend. My friend's on the other side, and trade him. Oh wait, it's a Shadow Man. That's different. He's lesser than a Shadow King. Got it. All right. But I'll go see him, trade him some gemstones, get a cage. It's like it's in his favor, so he'll be nicer to me, and that's all I want.
Ellen has already started walking off.
Yeah, so is Sirith.
Yeah. Which one of you guys have the gemstones? I need those.
You have.
Ellen doesn't.
Cool. So if I have the gemstones, then I'm gonna go see my lovely friend, the Shadow King.
I do. You know what? With the mask and hood and everything, and goggles and everything on, would there be enough of Ellen's already deadpan expression for them to make any type of, I don't know, skepticism rolls or anything? Or would they not have any reason to suspect that something was different?
Unless you do something super sussy.
They don't have anything to go off on.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
You'd have to do something very, very sussy to get something bad happen.
Just don't take the shopkeeper hostage.
Don't take anyone hostage.
See, that's hard for Ellen, though, because when he gets more he just gets more deadpan, and he's already deadpan, so...
Don't take
really
hostages.
Sussy.
Don't take any hostages.
All right, so
I don't understand what's so difficult.
let's do this for time management. It is 12:15, 11:15 your guys' time. Let's take a bio break. Let you guys take a bio break. Then when we come back, we're going to start with Ellen and what he wants to do, because he's going to be the least complicated. And then we're going to go to the most complicated. So we'll end up with Bajra at the end of the night, dealing with the Shadow King yet again. Complicated. Until then, we'll go along. I was giving them the tour of the brand new Legends of Kralis Game Master's Guide that I have. As you can see, I'm going through and making corrections. It'll be at everybody's hot hands shortly after this, which is the Game Player's Guide, which everybody will be getting. So if you've played games with me, you'll be getting one of these for free. That you guys have one. It's easier to look up in a paper copy than it is on a PDF. Even though PDFs are awesome, right?
That's true.
All right, so we are back at it. So
You'll
we're gonna
have to cover for me, though. You know, I mean, we all know, woo! Do not go in there. But you know, thanks for covering and saying you were showing us the ropes of the. I'm kidding.
So we're gonna start back where we left off with Ellen going to the east, the southern and western district to attempt to get new clothing. Correct? So it's shopping time. How much silver do you have?
Grand total of 245 silver.
What is it you're looking for?
Well, he's gonna look for. He's gonna go shopping for 3 different things. 4. One is he'd like to get a rifle. 2, a new hat or 2. 3, a couple different outfit changes, nice and formal looks, or you know, time out and about on the ship. And the last one, 4, would be casual attire / sleeping attire. 1 or 2 outfits of those.
So when you first come into the Southern District, like I said, is like, it's the everyday man's thing. It's where all the massive trade comes in from overland that comes to this. So you've got elephants walking down the street right next to carts being pulled by donkeys, levitation bikes, kind of zipping in and out of where they can zip and stuff like that. There's this sooty black kind of stuff that kind of like hangs in the air, like a la 1800s London. It's definitely a place where a lot of the business and happens. And like I said, you've got the southern side of the Southern District, and you got the northern side of the Southern District. What side do you want to shop on, and what side do you want to take your risk with?
Take your risk with? Well, first I'm curious what you mean by take my risk with.
So the southern side of the Southern District is you could get stabbed on the street and no one would care. But they've got better deals because, most things are procured from other locations. While the northern side of the Southern District is a little bit more respectable. You'll get stabbed, but someone will care.
Ellen prefers if no one cares. Because then he could stab back and no one would care.
All right, so you're going to go on the southern side of the South District. All right, so there's each of the different streets. So there's houses that sit on top of shops and things like that.
He's going to go to the donation center right between the two on that main street where the people with the rich ones donate their stuff and the poor people buy it for cheap. Like the Waterfront Rescue Mission. I'm kidding.
So cute.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Is that where you want to go?
Wait, there's actually one there. If there's
Going
one
to the
there, then why not?
Salvation
Let's try
Army.
there first.
I mean, we got to get rid of our trash somehow.
Odin's army.
We got to get rid of our trash somehow. So yeah, there's these small businesses that procure items from the southern side and other locations within the city and sell them marked off. But at the same time, they are not going to be of any high quality or good quality. Yeah, there's a couple of stores that do that.
Okay. So basically, he'll divide his shopping like this. He'll look for a hat and a.
What kind of hat?
Get a fedora.
Well, there were two I had in mind. Three. Top hats, trilbies, and fedoras.
Get a fedora.
Get a few.
Get a fedora.
What's the second one you mentioned?
Trilby?
Trilby? It's like a fedora.
It's like the little fedora.
Oh, the really tight ones?
Yeah. Here,
Yeah.
hang on. I'll
It's
get
also
you a
got a
photo.
different brim.
Yeah, if you think of anybody from Florida, whatever hat they're wearing, it's probably a trilby.
Oh, okay. All right, got you. Sure, they're not in the best of condition, but the shop has them. They're marked at 5 silver pieces each.
All right, hang on. It's coming into the chat. Whoop. Dun 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 dun.
Watch this. We get a violation on YouTube because of Markham just doing the Star Wars thing. Yeah, sure, they exist.
Actually, I found out if you just hum a tune, Siri cannot identify it. Those auto-identify tune things cannot identify the tune because you're doing it with a hum or a dun, and the hums and duns, it reads as lyrics, and it offsets whatever tune you're doing.
No.
I don't know. Google can do hums. Maybe Siri's just
I have
butt.
tried. I have tried with Google and Siri, and they
My
won't
phone
get it.
probably could.
Maybe there's something wrong with the way I hum. Maybe I'm
you're
doing it in
up
the
there.
wrong key. It could be the wrong key. Maybe it's a different key. It won't process it
Your
either.
phone's punishing you because your singing is not on point.
Yeah.
But that is an E major. It is actually sung in C major. Sorry, sir. You'll have to wonder what this song is for the rest of your life.
So, they have these hats. They're marked for about 5 silver pieces each.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll grab a. Do they have them in red?
Charisma check. TS of 4.
Charisma check.
Luck attribute.
Now let's see here. What is my charisma? Not that great. That is two freaking successes.
They don't have them in
Yeah.
red, but they've got them like in a soft, salmon color and purple.
Ellen gonna do it. He's gonna buy himself a salmon-colored trilby hat. Hang on.
Oh,
Hang on. Let me look up salmon-colored trilby hats and see if that's actually a thing.
It probably is.
it probably is.
Freaking is. Okay. Yes. Yep. Ellen's getting himself a salmon-colored trilby hat.
Okay. Your next option is what?
Next option is a fedora.
Is what?
A fedora.
So you want to buy 3 different hats?
No, just 2.
Why?
Yeah, they have fedoras. They have all 3 of these hats here.
Oh.
They're not in good condition.
Oh, in that case, he's passing up the fedora. So basically, he wants to get one hat that's just kind of casual wear with whatever he's wearing, and then one hat that's nice to go with his formal outfit for the nice dinners and stuff.
Yeah, you're looking around here, and this is definitely Goodwill stuff. Like, and I don't mean to be bashing on that. That's not what I'm saying. It's just it's really run down. It's well used, like multiple generations of use.
All right. Ellen will try popping over to the darker side of town, the south side of town, to see what they have for sale there.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the darker side. So give me a charisma check, TS of 2.
Not get stabbed in the street.
TS of what?
2.
That's an 8, so that is 5 successes. It's normally a 7.
So you spend some time. You get bumped several times. And you quickly go to check where your silver was. It's still there, fortunately, and you come across a small little shop that's called Hadley's Hat Habarium.
All right.
Looks like they have a lot of different hats. They look better than the ones that you've found.
Any fedoras?
Charisma check. TS of 4.
That one's 3 successes.
They don't have fedoras. They have a broad hat. That it's a broad rimmed hat, kind of like those really old cowboy hats. Not like a true cowboy hat, but the one that it's got that big.
The big Stetson.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's not like like the big sombreros, right? It's just this
The prospector caps.
kind of, yeah. And they got those in different colors. I mean, they look pretty nice.
Prospector Ellen.
We got Indie Ellen.
Well, now we're gonna have Prospector Ellen.
All right. What kind of colors do they have?
I'm sorry,
I love
what?
all these new skins
What kind
your
of colors
video
do
games
they have,
getting.
then?
I can't hear you. Sorry. Say again.
What kind of colors do they have for the hats then?
It comes in reds and blues. This is the hat. These are the hats that I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me grab this. Oh, it's not going to let me.
I love it when a plan comes together. Why am I doing?
They look like this. And they come in various colors from different shades of purples and pinks. There's just
The
these
heck with
really
it.
broad rim hats.
Ellen's gonna buy a nice pink one.
Okay, absolutely. 3 silver pieces.
Nice.
Like a weird bucket hat. I love it.
All right. Do they have any nice formal attire or any decent casual or sleeping attire?
This is hats.
Oh, well, no, not he. Sorry, yeah, he's going to depart from the hat store
Okay.
and then pop to the next store. See.
Couple of stores down. Make a charisma check. TS of 4.
That's another 5 successes.
You're bumped into really hard this time, and you quickly go to check, and you grab a young Elwyn's hand right around where you keep your pouch, I guess, of silver. And he shrieks the moment you catch him, goes, "Let go of me! What are you doing? Help me!"
Does he have my pouch in hand, or is he empty-handed?
Oh, he's empty-handed. He was reaching. You felt like that reach. I don't want to say reach around, but like the hand was coming around your waist to grab it so he could jerk, and you felt that, and so you grabbed his hand.
He will just raise his goggles and glare at the kid and say, "Be careful who you try to rob next time," and just kind of like toss his hand away.
Well, you probably don't got any silver anyway, and he gives you this big and kind of runs off.
He'll respond with, of course, he's got the mask, so it's more like, this just kind of blows a little bit.
A few stores down, you come across Tamarik's clothing
Actually, he's gonna do
company.
He's going to pull out as the kid does that he does the raspberry back. He's going to pull out what does he have for the food rations? How do the food rations come? Because I think he has.
Well, it depends on what you're doing. So you have either iron rations, pemmican, dried fruits, vegetables, what have you.
What's the pemmican?
Pemmican is a type of survival food that is basically ground up, dried out meat mixed with like some sort of ground up fruits, like say blueberries or blackberries, and then it's got fat poured onto it. It's a very dense, rich nutrients, and you can break it off into chunks.
Okay. He will pull out a single silver piece and some pemmican, and say, "Hey, kid," and he'll toss it to the kid gently
Turns around.
so that the kid can easily catch it.
Catches it. He looks at it and looks at you. He goes.
Next time,
He gets a
just
big old
ask.
smile and he just kind of runs off.
Yeah. Just like next time, just ask. Okay. Right.
It's kind of like one of those old Coke commercials. The kid walking down the thing. He wants his logo. And, "Hey, kid." Oh.
And he tucked a single silver piece in with the pemmican.
And so
Oh,
he takes off running and stuff. And you find Tamarik's clothing company just a few blocks up the street. There's other ones, but this one really attracts you because they've got an open like market, kind of like, it's not really a store in the sense that like it's a building. It's kind of like more of a open market, and inside there's various vendors that are selling various types of clothing.
Nice. So kind of like a flea market or like a Ren fair.
Yes, but it's very condensed, right? It's got maybe 6 vendors in there selling various pieces of clothing, from capes and vests and pants to shirts to cloaks to gloves.
Okay, so more like an art fair than a Ren fair.
Right.
So. Nice. All right. Well, he'll look around and see what there is there.
What is it you're looking for specifically?
Okay. 3-piece suit for dinners. And then just like a nice shirt and pants, and a nightgown.
So you come to this one vendor, and it's a fairly large Rabur Canis, and she looks at you and goes, "Oh, haven't seen one of you for a while. What are you looking for, Tajahu?"
I'm looking.
And she's full. She's large and she's impressive, and she's definitely seen better days as a Canis, right? She's got graying fur and stuff. She's got glasses on the almost like on the tip of her nose. She's looking down at you, kind of thing. She goes, "What can I help you with?"
I'm looking for a couple suits.
Ooh,
kind of,
suits.
For a nice formal dinner, and then
Formal dinners.
Yes.
She licks her lips, and she turns, her tail's kind of wagging. She kind of goes back. She rumbles through things. She pulls out this grayish, like this grayish kind of like tux. It looks like it's very well made from what you can say. It looks like it'll fit you. She walks up. She goes, turn around.
All right,
And she kind of puts it up against your body, and she rubs it down your back. She pats you on the butt a couple times. And, oh, I think it'll fit.
Do you have like a Do you have a changing room I could try?
Oh,
it on?
absolutely. This way.
Perfect. Do you have any type of nightwear and maybe a casual outfit?
Oh,
One or
no, I don't.
No?
But Adric, across the street, across there, they've got it. They've got nightwear.
two?
I just work on
I'll start
suits.
with- all right.
Oh, and if you want gloves, Alma over there has really good gloves. Little pricey, but they're good.
Oh, good to know. Thank you. All right, well, I'll try this on real quick, and then I will be right back. I feel like
It fits. It's a little big, but not like overly like slumpy big, but it's a little bigger than what you would like to have. But it's definitely gives you room to, let's say,
Move.
hide things.
that. Perfect. I like it a little bit loose, actually. That works perfectly for me. All right. So he'll change back and then come back and say, "Yes, I'll definitely take it. This is
Oh,
perfect."
that's 20 silver pieces.
All right. Here
Good
you go.
everybody.
Thank you so much for your patronage.
Oh, she thanks you and she gives you a big old hug. She goes, "I hope you enjoy whatever festivities you're going on."
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to it myself. It's a well-earned holiday.
She turns to another customer. Tell slaps you in the
He
face
will-
a
he
little
will-
bit.
He'll tip her an extra silver piece and say, "Thank you so much for your kind service."
Oh, thank you for your kind patronage.
Anytime. And he'll walk over to check out Eric across the street first.
Eric?
Across the little whatever.
Elric, yeah. So you walk over there, and it is definitely sleepwear of all types, from the very exotic to the very mundane.
What do they have for exotic?
Not much. Literally, it's not much. It barely. It barely covers areas that it should cover.
Okay. Ellen will look at him and be like,
Almost in the fashion of dance girl kind of dance girl kind of gentleman club dancewear.
Got it.
"Oh." He's gonna be like, "Yeah,
I'm trying to be very not overly descriptive of this,
that's fair."
but you guys have all got imaginations. You know where those come from.
I will try. I'm guessing they wouldn't have anything that would fit him then. He'll check out the. Do they have any? I don't know, like Ebenezer Scrooge nighties.
Oh, absolutely. Those are common. Absolutely, they've got those.
What colors do they have them in?
Mostly grays and whites and blues. Maybe a couple blackish grays.
Could he
You
get
really
one
are
in
the old
black
man
and
of the
gray?
group.
Yes. Could he get one in blackish gray and another in blue?
Absolutely. 10 silver pieces total for both.
Nice. What do you have in the way of well, actually, I see nightgowns over there. Do you have one in kind of a something black or chalky or gray or something like that? And I can see the blue over there. Actually, that looks really nice too. Can I get one of each?
Sure. So out come these four Elwyn. These four Elwyn, and so they're kind of held up kind of high, and you've never seen this before, and it's almost comic, comedic to you, as they all kind of jump on each other's shoulders to reach, and then they pass it down, they hand it to you, and one jumps off, so the other, so they're not so high, and they grab another one and pass it down and hand it to you, and all four of them kind of jump down. What you notice is they all look exactly alike, down to the finest detail from what you can see.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And when they're talking to you, I can't do it, so I'm not going to even try. But they begin. So one of them will begin. The other one of them will continue the sentence. The other one will continue the sentence, and the fourth one will always finish the sentence.
I love this. Well, this price just went up a bit for him because he's gonna. Well, thank you very much for this. Here, and I appreciate your kind service, and he'll tip each of them an extra silver piece.
And they all bow, and it's almost as though it's coordinated for them to do this. They all bow like thump 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 thump.
It's so cute.
And then they run off. They kind of like disappear into the. And it's, if you've never been to one of these things, it's, imagine the clothing is so close to each other that you kind of like have to like squeeze through and brush through, and they just disappear into these aisles of clothing. It's almost, if it wasn't for the fact that it's bright daylight, it would almost be horrific, as you only see clothing move as they move around.
That makes sense. All right. He'll cross. That's fantastic. He'll cross to the guy with the gloves then.
Alma. So when
Yep,
you come
Alma.
up, Alma is this. You're taken back by the sheer beauty of this Kova. You've never seen a Kova dressed so flamboyantly in these bright purplish pink blue colors. They have a big wide bowish like escot. Is it? Yeah, an escot. Is it called escot? Escot, right? This really brilliantly colored half robe, half shirt that kind of flutters behind them as they move. These exquisite pants that kind of, as they move, they catch light in various ways, and they tinkle with rainbows as they move, and they come up to it. And Alma looks at you and goes, "How can I help you?"
Yes, I was told you have some nice gloves here. Any
Oh, gloves! I've got gloves. What kind of gloves?
something formal, preferably in leather.
Oh, do you want deer skin, bear skin, elk skin? Do you want them in salmon skin? Do you want them in... I've got a fresh pair of dragon skin, but those are very expensive.
How much are the dragon skin?
Oh, those are easily 75 silver pieces each.
Oh.
And but let me show them to you. He goes over there,
Yes,
grabs
yes,
his case, and he pulls them open, and they are these brilliantly blue gloves. I mean, they shine when he opens it. They catch the light, and it's this iridescent light that kind of cascades off them. These are Earth Dragon.
Those are beautiful. Huh. As much as I would like to, I don't think I can afford those, but they are nice. What do you have in the way of what did you say, bearskin?
No, we have bearskin. Yes. A little rougher,
wait.
not as fine and not as soft as the doe skin or the elk skin. But the
Hold on, let's try the
bearskin's
doe
pretty good.
Are the doeskin gloves hardy? Would they withstand, say, heat well?
I wouldn't think so. They're doe skin.
Okay, that's fair. What do you have that's like soft and comfortable but also hardy?
Probably the elk skin.
Oh,
Probably the best you'll get. The bear skin is a little thick, little harder to move. The doe skin is soft. It's so he takes the glove out and he kind of rubs against your cheek. Goes, see how soft? They're very soft gloves.
Oh, yes, they are.
He takes the
Alright.
bear out and he goes, see the bear, and it's almost like he's digging into your cheek. The skin is, it's not as refined as the doe skin. He goes, oh, but the elk skin. Here, let me show you the elk skin. And it's almost a perfect combination.
Yeah. All right.
Get the bear
how much
one,
are the,
Eddie would be mad at you.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking.
Well, it'll be
I'll
50
try
silver pieces for the pair.
for the pair. Oh, all right, I can do that. Yes, yes. Yeah, I'll take the pair of. Do you have a color that would match this? And he's gonna hold up the gray suit.
Oh yeah, easily. He goes back and he pulls out, and he pulls out these gloves that are almost charcoal and gray. Right? It almost like contrasts the gray suit that you're wearing with this almost regal nobility about it. He goes, oh, these will work great.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's see here. All right. You said they were in what color? I'm gonna add these.
Charcoal gray.
All right. Build back this inventory after all that he lost. Oh, thank you. Perfect, perfect. And he'll pay the 50 silver for them. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
And he
thank
will-
you.
Not a problem, not a problem. And
As
he'll
you-
tip an extra silver for. Thank you for your wonderful service.
As you turn, you feel this gruff pinch on your rump.
He will spin around to check.
Turn around and almost looking at you and kind of.
He will raise his goggles and wink.
You're
Before
hot,
heading out.
cupcake.
Are you done?
Um,
Is your shopping done?
Pretty much. Well, like I said, he wanted to look for a rifle. He's gonna head back to that very first shop, and the Goodwill, if you will.
Okay.
And he'll start by going back to the fedoras,
Okay.
and seeing if there are any brown ones, any leather brown.
There's like a soft brown one, but it's got moth holes in it and things,
Perfect. It means it's cheap.
Oh yeah, they'll sell it to you for cheap. Yeah, absolutely.
Any like t-shirts and pants, like jeans and t-shirt type outfits. He'll want to grab 2 of those since his.
Yeah, there are. Sure. They're not like, it's kind of like looking back into the 60s clothes and things like that. They're kind of rough, little thin in areas, but they'll still work for you.
All right, perfect. So yeah, he'll grab 2 casual outfits and then the old brown fedora.
Okay. Anything else?
And he'll ask at the front. He said, "Do you know where there might be any rifles around here?"
No. They kind of point you across the street to this, and it literally says firearms.
Oh, perfect. I don't know how I missed that. Thank you very much. How much for the 2 outfits and the old fedora?
7 silver pieces.
7 silver. Right. He'll pop over for his last stop at the firearms.
Okay, it's pretty well. It's not like super stocked. What they do have is locked behind certain things. There are a couple of Havatu gentlemen, kind of watching people as they walk by, and as you walk up, there's the patron who owns this place, is a furbog, and he looks like he's definitely the veteran of the psychic wars.
Huh. Nice. Hello. I was curious if you guys have any good rifles of any kind.
Yes, but you don't look like you can afford them.
Huh? Well, I figured it's worth looking into at least, right?
Well, our base model is 500 silver pieces.
The base model is 5. Well, may I take a look at it at least? I don't think I can afford that. You're right.
It's kind of like laying there, right?
Right.
This is our
Thank
base
you.
model.
That is a beauty right there. Well, I'll definitely be saving up for it and coming back. But thank you. As you can see, mine has seen better days.
Well, at least it functions. This is new.
Nice.
You're gonna want,
Yeah.
if you buy this, you're gonna want some additions to it. It's a base model.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. Well, I will save up and be back at some point for this rifle, and most likely some upgrades as well. Actually, you know what? Do you have any upgrades that I could potentially add to this one? He's gonna pull the rifle off his back and set it on the counter. Anything like scopes or silencers or anything like that?
I actually have to look that up.
Okay. Sorry. It was easy until now. He's just running around tipping people.
No, I can put a scope on it for you. Some crystalline crystal glass scope. 150 silver pieces. Increase your range by 30 to 60 feet.
150. I only have 140 on me. What say you to 140
Haggle.
plus the what?
Haggle check after you say what you want.
Okay. What say you to well, what say you to 140?
Haggle check.
Oh, haggle check. All right. That is 2 successes.
It's 150 or you can walk out the door. He's got 5 successes.
Let's see here.
I don't got time to haggle over a crystal line scope that'll make your shots better and further. You know, come on. What do you think this is? Some sort of backwater village?
No, definitely not. All right. Can you look around and see what other types of things they have for sale here?
We'll be back to you. Let's go to Sirith.
All right, yeah.
Oh, Sirith, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So you're headed to the Hall of Knowledge.
Yep.
It's on the. I mean, you and Ellen kind of walk with each other until you get to the Southern District, and you keep walking through. And you're noticing off to the sides here and there things that are not necessarily considered upstanding in the sense. You see some suspect deals happening as you're walking past certain alleys. Things like that, but you finally make it to the Western District, and as you walk in, the moment you get within 20 feet of what you see is this gate on the main street for between the Southern District and the Western District are these 2 huge iron golems just standing there, and out comes a in a series and looks at you and goes, what can I help you with?
I show my symbol of Odirian, and I say,
Pardon me, father. Not father.
yeah,
I got to think of their names. I forget their names. Go ahead.
I am here to report on some information and
Oh,
get some garb.
Yes, yes, Watcher. Yes, yes, yes. And he kind of writes something down. And he gives you a piece of paper, right? And this like elongated piece of metal. And as soon as you grab it, the paper kind of disappears, and you see on this piece of metal. It's like I said, it's maybe 7 inches long, 2.5 inches wide. It writes your name and has an image of you imprinted on it. And on the back side, it says visiting the church, visiting the Hall of Knowledge. And as soon as you touch it,
Cool.
because that's your pass.
Much appreciated. Thank
Don't
you.
lose it.
I hadn't planned on it.
So you walk into the Western District. It takes you another 25-30 minutes to get to the Hall of Knowledge. And the Hall of Knowledge is this. It's not like big in the sense of like acreage, right? It's maybe 100 feet in diameter, but it is this cylindrical building that just kind of rises up out of the ground. And there are like 4 or 5 entrances to it, and you walk in. As soon as you hit the doorway, you're hit with the musty musky smell of old books, right? And in the center of this is a like a table, but it's more like a counter, and behind the counter are several priests of Udir, and it's a circular counter, right? It goes all the way around. So there's people coming up to it, and they're answering questions and doing all this other stuff.
Was I ever given anything to signify that like I was sent to do what I was sent to do? Like a parchment or anything?
We never really talked about it, but yeah, let's go ahead and say that you were given a seal of approval by the Church of Udiran
Okay.
from wherever you came from.
That's what I would present. That's the first thing I would present is
Makes
that
sense.
and say that I
Oh.
am here to turn in information.
Watcher Defray. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. Let me get you to the right individual. And he kind of turns around, and in the center of, so you got the circle, and in the center of the circle, you got this like giant pole that goes all the way to the top, and on each of the coming down are these vents. And he takes something, he writes it on it, and he opens up the vent. He sticks it in here. This thump. And he's like, just a moment. And then you hear this clang. He opens it up and goes, "Oh yes, go see Watcher Ada. That over there."
Oh, all right. Thank you.
You've been in halls of knowledge before, but nothing like this. As you're walking through, you're seeing shelves of books kind of rotate around the center, and it's almost like a cascading of books. So like it's like everything's moving, right? As people are looking for things. And as you get ready to step into this hallway, this bookshelf kind of just right in front of you. It stops for a second and moves on, and allows you passage through to the office of Audi. And as you walk up there, you can see Audi coming out and goes. He's waving to you. It's a human. It's kind of hard for you to tell the age of a human. Definitely looks older than what you're used to, but younger than what you've seen. And he calls over and goes, "Oh, Watcher Defray, welcome. And he ushers you into his office. It's filled with books as well. There's a small cauldron in the center, and sitting above this cauldron is this bright, beautifully colored orange and green bird just kind of sitting there looking at you. And he goes, "So, you want to report?" And he sits down and he takes out this book. He smooths out the pages. He takes his Pilquin and sets it up there and goes, "Begin."
Well, as you know, I was sent to investigate, or as I'm sure you've read, I was sent to investigate the Sons of Chelix here somewhere within the city, and after finding a group I think I can trust, we made our way into what seemed like their hideout, and it looks like, at least for now, we have destroyed their main base of operations.
The pen stops moving. He goes, so the Sons of Chilix, I remember correctly, are they not associated with the Dark God of Azehawk?
Yes.
The pen starts writing again. Very well. And you destroyed this group? Or disbanded them?
We don't know if we destroyed them, but we destroyed their home base. We know that if they are remaining in the city, they're scattered. They're probably trying to recoup anything that can be done to stop that.
Did you find out any other information?
Um,
Be more detailed.
there's another demon, Caustic, is involved with it.
Kashtik. I'm sorry, who'd you say?
Kastik.
Oh, Kashtika. Do you mean Kashtika?
Yeah.
Oh, one of the demon princes. Suddenly, this one thin book kind of like pops out from the shelf, kind of comes floating over and stops, and it opens itself up, and you see him kind of running his finger. Wasn't your house destroyed by Kishtaka
Yeah.
30 years ago?
Yep.
You're the only remaining survivor of the royal noble family of that house.
Yeah.
He keeps reading and goes, "Oh, interesting. You're not the only survivor." He reads along. Looks like your sister survived. Whereabouts?
Skepticism check.
Whereabouts unknown. Can you make what?
Skepticism check.
You absolutely can. TS of 100.
Jesus.
That's a big number. I can do it. I can't do it. That's a 99.
I can't.
While you don't have memory of that, you were too young for that to actually register with you, but you do have fleeting memories of an older sister.
Okay.
Looks like our houses can be joined after all. Okay.
Come on. Whereabouts unknown. Very good, very good, very good, very good. What are your next plans?
I have been called to. Where have I been called to? I have it written down. Can't remember what the
Nathia?
place was called.
Nathia.
Lithia. I've been called to Lithia for to participate in the tournament for my family, for my house.
Pen's writing. He stops for a second.
And the Sons of Chalix also, it seems like they managed to infiltrate the Watch Warden. So that is a very important thing.
Pen continues to write. I'm trying to find some information. He goes, the Vruk al Raunil, the 200-year house war. My records indicate that it's a few months early. That's unusual. I wonder if our records are wrong. When you get there, clarify records. And so he takes this, he literally rips out this page from this book and hands it to you. Write exactly what happens on this page. Nowhere else on this page.
With the tournament?
Well, we need to make sure we have accurate recordings of the date that this tournament is supposed to, because this tournament's a few months early. Last one was in 1675, Southern Reckoning, 4th day of Mental. But you're saying
And
it's
Seerth pulls out his summoning letter and he's like, "Yeah, no, it says right here,
because that's odd.
next month."
Anyways, take that sheet, write down exactly what happens and the dates and times and all of that on that sheet for me.
Sounds good.
Is there anything else?
No, that's about it. Nothing else from you.
Are you sure? This is GM to player now. Are you sure?
I don't know if there's information I'm forgetting.
Didn't you come here for something else?
Oh, is that? Do I ask him for the garments?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For all intents purposes, you recognize him as your elder who's in charge of you.
Okay. All right. Okay. And my garments are pretty worn from the last couple of days of raiding the Suns. Is there any chance I could get a couple new sets?
Absolutely. We'll have those delivered to your location where?
We're gonna be boarding the ship to leave.
There's lots of ships leaving. What ship?
Which ship was it? It was the. That doesn't help me. I can't read lips.
Rising Moon.
Rising Moon.
There you go.
Oh,
I don't know what Markham's doing over there.
he's doing a rising moon. The moon is rising moon.
And then on top of that, it's not only his moon, but it's also because the werewolves howl at the moon, so it's ooh. I'm trying to
I'm
do
glad you
sure
knew what you
here,
were
and it's
doing.
not
Ellen, I was
working.
like, what is that?
So because it's the maiden voyage of the rising moon, and that spells bad omens, Ellen will be riding on the final final flight of her sister ship, the Setting Sun, as she is about to be retired.
So they'll have those delivered to you. Is there anything else that you need?
Just nothing wrong happens on one last time.
No, nothing.
You guys are too paranoid. I would never do anything like that. Hey, I have never done anything to you that you didn't walk into first.
That is, yeah. You've never done anything to us that a Hote or Padre didn't walk into.
This is true. This is true.
Ellen and Sarah have just been sitting here like the whole time.
All right.
I've been doing
Problematic.
I've been doing so much to get you guys out of trouble.
Is there anything else, Sarah?
No, I don't believe so. I believe that's it.
All right. So then we'll move on to Bajra.
Hi. It's me. The problem.
It's a me, a Bajra.
The problem.
The problem.
So what are you doing? Tell me. Describe to me. What's going on?
Okay. I'm going back to go see my friend, the Shadow King. Maybe it's not even the Shadow King. I'm not even like attentively looking for the Shadow King. I could be looking for his the Tajahu bookie, who I still haven't gotten the name of, which I really need his name. I could be looking for him. I know, I'm the worst at social skills. I hit things, hilarious.
I know you do.
Hard.
I don't think you ever even asked
very
Sirith's
hard.
name. I think you only learned Sirith's name from Ellen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's moved on.
Got it. You're Sirith. Moving on.
Got it. All right, cool.
So, describe to me what you're doing. How are you going to do this again?
I mean, if it's worked before, it'll work again. I'm going back to that little alleyway with the oubliette.
The oubliette potential. Charisma check, TS of 5.
Achey! I'm too busy looking up fancy outfits.
Guys, here's where we're supposed to be the long, complicated ones. All I was doing was shopping for clothing. Come on.
The charisma. That's fuck.
Stop
me.
describing what you're doing and RP it.
I'm spending heroic luck because I need this to work. Significantly better. That's 6 successes.
You're making your way down their alleyway. Down this one way where you've made multiple connections with the Shadow King organization, and suddenly you feel a presence behind you. Hello, Bajra. Nice to see you again.
Do I recognize his voice?
Oh yeah, it's the Taja.
Is it the Taja friend? Hi. Okay. Gonna turn around like looking for you.
Obviously, or you wouldn't be here then, wouldn't you?
Oh, you know all my tricks.
Silly
I've come for
rabbit.
business. I've come for business.
I ship it.
What kind of business are you looking for?
I've actually come to sell a few things. Or trade, potentially.
Very well. What do you have?
I have these 2 blue jaspers.
He takes
That
them.
if at all. That
Are
if
you
at all
gonna
possible.
present them to him, or are you just gonna say you tell him?
I'm gonna present them to him, but
He
not let him
looks down.
take it. I have
Agility
2 blue
check.
jaspers. Okay,
Opposed agility.
I'm fast as heck, boys. Do I get any bonuses?
He's gonna reroll.
Agility?
Spends a heroic luck.
Yes, Erica, I ship it too. Definitely.
I don't. My agility is 8 successes.
So you go to close your hand at the same time he grabs it, and you guys end up uncomfortably holding hands.
Aww.
Oh, this is weird.
He looks down
This is
at you.
perfect.
And he looks up at you.
Commented that they ship.
And he
They
looks
ship-
down at the hands and looks up at you and goes, "You've got very strong hands, don't you, Butch?" And it's almost like this caress.
So I've been told.
And as he moves his hand away from yours, you're suddenly missing a gem. He goes, "You seem to be of very good quality." Hands it back to you. Goes, "We could probably give you... where is it? I had it here just a second ago. I'm missing it now. Where'd it go?
Yeah.
For those, you have 2 of those, right? He give you 120 silver pieces each.
Each.
They're not very big.
Fair.
Do you wish to negotiate? And he almost gets uncomfortably close to
Potentially.
you. And when he gets closer to you, you smell this aroma that is very alluring to you. Willpower check TS4.
Bajra gonna fall in love. Bajra gonna fall in love.
I think this
Bajra
is
gonna
one
fall
of
in
the
No
love.
more-
feelings other than hatred. Willpower check.
TS4.
TS of 4. Easy breezy cover girl. That's 7 successes.
You find yourself resisting, but after you've taken a long draw of air around it, and it's drug inducing, it's narcotic, it just makes you feel wonderful about the situation. Then you shake your head and this hatred returns.
I was so hoping to negotiate.
We are negotiating.
fact- Oh, of course we are. I never said we weren't. But I was hoping to negotiate further terms. You see, I'm in need of a couple of cages for my allies' animals to go aboard this trip.
So you want to trade these gems for a couple of animal cages?
And I'm willing to throw in an extra topaz just for good measure.
You can arrange that, sure. I can arrange that personally.
Well, I'm so glad.
Like she just got a bad deal.
So, my 2 blue jasper and a yellow topaz for a couple of animal cages.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And you want them delivered where?
Let's meet up at the island. Have them there.
They're fairly large. Are you sure?
No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna be the one to do the heavy lifting. My allies are physically challenged. Let's have them. Let's have it meet up at the airship.
Which airship?
The one for the Rising Moon. That's leaving in a few days.
Oh, the maiden voyage.
Mhm.
Very well. When would you like those delivered?
Couple days.
Very well.
Tomorrow at the best.
Very well. He kind of looks at you and he kind of bows, and you get another whiff of this smell. Willpower check, TS6.
Not so easy breezy cover girl. It's a 55. It's only 3 successes. But this wouldn't happen to be considered a poison, would it?
No.
Damn it. Yeah, that's only 3.
It's kind of like, imagine running into someone who just smells the way you've always wanted someone to smell. That perfect smell. And then he turns and walks away.
Wait, no, we're not done. We're not done.
So, but Bajra, we'll play again soon. And he goes to make his way up the stairs that lead like into a doorway, and you kind of come rushing up behind him, and as soon as his body hits the shadow of the doorway, you can see him step through the shadow and then into nothingness.
We're done. Can I just go after him, see if it's like
Sure. Go for it.
grab him?
Right, go ahead. You go running up the stairs and you go into the shadow and slam right into a doorway.
Ow.
Hopefully no one's home.
I needed other things. I was hoping to be a little bit more helpful for whatever plan that the Shadow King has for me on the ship. I was hoping to be a little bit more helpful, a little bit more discreet, since y'all seem to think that I'm not very discreet very well. And for the one time I try to be discreet, you all aren't here to help me.
You're kind of like talking to this doorway. Around the corner comes this couple, and they're kind of talking, and you're talking at the doorway, and they just kind of like stop talking, and they kind of move to the other side of the road as they walk around you. They kind of look at you like, and they just keep walking, and then they move on. And every now you look, and they kind of do those back glances, like they get those big eyes, like, what the hell is she on?
Bajra be that one high homeless person who just stands to a wall and like, I love you too, sweetheart.
I love you too. Man, and I was going to be
we can
polite and
watch
ask him his name this
Jackson
time.
later.
Yes. Erica says, bull in a china shop.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
That's your best friend.
That is my best friend. I love that. I love her.
As discreet as a bull in a china shop.
She knows me well. God, and I was even going to be polite and ask him his name, too.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
that's his name now.
Yeah, it's his name now. He's just now motherfucker. Did he? Oh, wait, fuck, shit. Hold on. Did he take my other shit? Can I check my stuff in case?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, fucking bitch! Like all of the jewels that I had.
No, just the ones you agreed to.
Oh, just the ones we agreed to. Oh, he's polite. He's good. Okay. But I wanted to trade the others for another thing. I have more things to trade with you. If you don't want to do business, that's up to you, man. But I'm totally still
talking to this doorway.
Too quickly. You closed this door too quickly. I don't even know why. Fuck. I don't even know what to do. Cause now I'm like, I still had shit. Or fuck. Shit blows. Okay, I guess I gotta go actually go shopping because this shit. I was gonna try to sugar baby this shit, but no. Apparently not allowed to be a sugar baby. It's all I want in life.
The one thing you want.
Listen, man, you've had a crime lord. A crime lord's got banked.
Weren't you like a princess? Isn't that like?
Listen, man, I'm used to a certain lifestyle. I have not lived in this lifestyle for 2 years. It's starting to get to me, dude.
This is the part where she starts to unravel further into insanity.
Okay. Well, fuck.
Well, what are you gonna do, Bajo?
Definitely not coming back. So now I gotta go do illegal things. And Sarah's gonna be mad at me.
What do you got to do?
I still have to go shopping for my own shit, which is
How does shopping make? How does
She's gonna
shopping?
break down the door, kill the resident, take all their stuff, and then go sell it on the black market.
she's like I said, she's used to a certain kind of lifestyle, and when he presents formal, she's got one thing in mind. She's like, "That shit ain't cheap." Fuck. I ain't got that much on me. I gotta do this the hard way.
It was cheap for everybody but you. You're the only one who
It's
hasn't tried yet.
gonna be. I know it because y'all are simplistic. She's not. She has to be complicated. Okay, well, I guess since I'm gonna stay there for like maybe 15 minutes.
Talking to this doorway for 15 minutes. People come by
15
you
minutes.
several times, and they are just. One of them actually comes up to you and puts their head on their shoulder. Honey, are you okay?
No, not okay. He's not talking to me.
There's nobody there, sweetheart. Really, there's nobody there. Are you okay?
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about him. It's been a hard day.
He's not there. Look, I think maybe you should come with me and have something to eat.
It's been a hard day.
Yes. And they kind of
Gonna
gently
start
start to turn you away from the doorway, trying to move you. Like, let's go. There's a great little cafe around the corner. Let's just go get something to eat.
No, I have things to do. I need to go do like a revenge thing. And like, you know whenever like
As soon as you say revenge, this person kind of just hands are off you, and they've taken like 5 steps back, and like, revenge?
yeah,
No,
whenever
no.
like a dude whenever like a dude does you wrong and then you gotta like get back at him by coming back and like you're like super pretty and you make him like regret losing you.
Can't say that I have, dear.
Can't talk to anybody about fucking girl.
And they just kind of take a couple more steps backwards away from you.
I like how you vanished out of the screen. Can't tell anything about fucking go about boom.
Like, go. Okay, well, I'm not gonna frighten this woman if the Tasha Who from the Shadow King isn't coming back. I'm just gonna end my ploy of seeming like a distressed, brokenhearted teenager isn't working.
You're gonna bawl your eyes out in a corner.
Yeah.
Say, oh Tasha Who. Well,
Yeah, I got it. He couldn't even do it to my face. He had to do it by letter. The fuck. I've been broken up with a time or two. Could you tell? So if that little ploy is not gonna work, I'm not gonna frighten this poor woman anymore. I'm just
Oh
gonna,
no,
like, I'm
she's
just gonna-
gone.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just gonna move on. I'm like, okay, well I gotta do this either. Do I
A
wanna
couple minutes later, you see her kind of coming around the corner, and behind her are two watch wardens.
gotta go. Gotta go. God, you
The
can't.
teenager told me she needed to go get revenge on
And
her
just like
ex.
that, Bajra has become Sonic.
God, you can't just have like a teenage movie moment where you just like cry in a corner, can you?
Well, you
That's
can.
Okay, so-
being called, apparently.
just the watch warden's you're gonna get the cops called on you. So yeah, seeing the cops roll up, she's gonna quickly go away. Okay, gotta go.
You
Bye.
probably had time to cry in a corner.
Oh wow! Look at that. It looks like we've been
Aw.
gifted by the actually Bard. Thank you so much, actually Bard, for those
yeah.
gifts. That's awesome. Glad to have that. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Thank you so much. So what are you gonna go do, Bajra? I mean,
I guess I'm gonna go to like the nice end of the woods, and I'm gonna find a dress shop there.
okay.
Yeah,
It's not hard to find.
yeah.
Okay, you find a shop. Let me improv the name of the shop.
Yeah.
Sarif's Silky Sundries.
Love it. I feel like it was named after me, and that makes me feel special.
Because it kind of was.
Okay. So I'm gonna come up to this dress shop.
It's actually really, it's not a bad dress shop, right? They've got a number of different of dresses and dress sizes, and various colors and various designs, all the way from the very, I don't want to say plain Jane, but not like super, and then they have like royalty like kind of dresses, right? But it's not royalty. It's just, it just looks like there's a definite price increase
Of various events
right.
here. Cool.
You know, you got your wedding, you got your bridesmaids, you got your brides, you got your funerals, you got your dates, you got your dances.
Yep, prom's in there somewhere.
Prom's in there somewhere. Quinceaneras.
Okay. Yep, all the above. Gonna just kind of peruse around, but I have ideas.
As you're perusing through it, this fairly, I don't want to say good looking, but not bad looking Siliph approaches you. She goes, "My dear, how may I be of assistance to you? You're looking like you need an upgrade?"
You could say that. I mean, I have a big event coming up.
Wow.
Doesn't
Let me
look
show
like
you
it.
around. And she starts taking you around. She looks and she goes, "Do you mind removing your mask?"
I can do that. Fine. I'm just gonna take down the lower portion and keep the.
Oh, very well. Oh, you're not bad looking at all for a
Thank you.
Rakos. But let's find something that'll match. Well, I think we need to get away with all of this. And she takes you on this like almost whirlwind through the shop, and it's she brings out. She doesn't even go to the plain Jane dresses. She starts like middle ground and moves up. Of all types of colors. Basically, you're pointing out things, she's bringing them to you. And at some point, you notice that she is no longer a she, they're more of a he, and he's trying to be more masculine now and trying to, "Look, my dear, this will look better on you if it's this color, not this color, because your eyes bring out this color better." You know, and back and forth.
The whole flurry.
Yeah. I'm seeing Pretty Woman kind of
I was
montage
thinking
happening
Princess
here.
Diaries.
Okay, Princess Diaries, since that's more of your generation, but Pretty Woman.
Sorry.
Wait, so as in like
She's just feeling pretty. So after all the
like
fanfare, I actually have a couple of ideas. If you're able to tailor something. Yes! Yes! I want. Oh, the montage. I want a montage. I want a montage.
That's about as all as I can get on. Otherwise, you two will go.
Yeah, no. Next.
So no, it's kind of a kind of thing. They bring you all kinds of different. They bring you different kinds of dresses, different shoes to kind of match what you're looking for.
Cool.
It's going to cost you about 150 silver pieces for this dress and two other dresses that will be of that will present you in a very strong feminine light.
Cool. I have ideas, and Bessie Erica has been coming in clutch and sending me a bunch of stuff, so I'll send you some stuff.
All right.
But 150 silver, I got that. We're fine. Gotta do some quick math here, though, because I'm stupid. We're good. Okay.
Anything else?
And a headband. Something regal-ish.
So a headband.
Yes.
With these dresses, they sit back for a moment and do their best James Dean.
You have something silver?
I think we do. They turn around, they walk away. They come back and they've got this tray of various locket-like headbands. They're like, these are more lockety around your neck, but I think they'll suffice for what I think you're trying to do. You will have to remove the top portion of your mask, Bajra.
It'll be okay. I'll just kind of eyeball it, and it'll be fine. I need something with a thick band. Some, like, not exactly circlet, a little thicker.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Not perception. I'm heckin' perceptive. That's 5 successes.
You spend a lot of time around this Scylla, and suddenly you recognize the color of the eyes. She goes, Bajra, you're going to have to remove the mask. It's our secret.
You are good at hiding.
We had to disappear.
Fair.
So let me help you.
No one else is in here?
Just you and me.
Fine. I'll take it off.
You go to start to take it off, and she reaches forward and slowly grabs and takes it from you, sets it down. She goes, you need to stop worrying about what the mark means and accept it. And she gently caresses the scar of where it is. She goes,
Flinch.
it's not as bad as you think it is. But I do have this unique pendant that I want to give you. And she straps this headband that covers it perfectly, and right down the middle comes this teardrop pearl that sits right on the bridge of your nose. She goes, keep this on instead of wearing the mask.
But it won't do anything.
It'll do more than you realize.
I'm gonna trust you.
Have I ever steered you wrong yet?
I don't know. You do make me think about things I haven't thought about in a few years. I don't quite. Not rather fond of that.
I'm always pointing you in the direction of the truth, love. Nothing more. And this is a step towards that truth.
I'll wear it, but don't be too offended if I keep the hood. It's just security at this point. It's a comfort.
Old habits die hard, but this will change your life. Just remember, never to remove it.
That's ominous. But I'll go with
And
it.
suddenly the door dings as the little bell rings. She goes, "Oh, that'll be fine. I've got to go help this other person." And she kind of turns, and as they turn, you can see their image alter almost instantaneously from the soft Genevieve to this strong-jawed, masculine individual, and they just move.
Wow.
As though you almost get this feeling as though Genevieve's not really there anymore.
Genevieve's not here right now. So can you please leave a
Can you see the
message?
message?
And I'll
So I've
maybe
got-
relay it to her later.
I've got the circlet on. Right?
Right?
It's on, and I'm just out of pure habit, I'm gonna put the hood back up. And I'm going to leave with all of my bags
Okay.
full of things.
You go to reach for the mask, because that's a habit. And the mask is gone.
Okay. Well, the hood and the mask are all one piece.
Well, the mask is gone. You've got the hood. It's not all one piece. It could never have been all one piece.
Oh no.
But the hood comes down, where it kind of, it's the way I see the hood, the way you've always described it to me, is the Assassin's Creed hood, where it kind of comes down and
Yeah.
covers like right about here, where you can see out.
Yeah.
And stuff more than anything.
Yeah. And then it kind of like wraps around like
Around.
a cowl.
Right, like a cowl, but the
Situation, and
mask
then-
itself was always just a second piece.
Yeah, she puts like the extra fabric here. She puts up over her nose.
Well, that might be true, but the actual mask that you've always described to me, I've always seen it as
Oh yeah.
almost like a Loki mask that sits on your face to cover that. That's gone. That's how I've always seen it. Is that not how I should have seen it?
No, what I had more in mind was the hood. The mask is not really like a formal mask. It's more of like just
Then how
something
did
she
you-
puts up over
So
her nose
so how did you cover this for so long so easily?
with the hood. With the hood.
That everybody would have been able to see that scar at some point.
Because we're all
Everybody.
shorter than you.
Mm.
But there was
It's-
also times where your head was moved and the just the cloak and stuff wouldn't have stayed where it's at. It's not like a permanent wig that just hangs out here, right? It would have flipped
Yeah.
up and down and stuff. So if that's
Yeah.
the case, everybody's seen your scar. If it's not the
Yeah, no,
case,
she'd prob-
what
she'd
I
probably
see
be
is like this, like one of those white Japanese masks that they would,
the Oni mask?
like the Oni mask.
Yeah.
That's what I
hardcore.
was projecting. That's what I was
That's
projecting.
hardcore. Change the fan art. Give her.
Well,
give
no,
her a
because now that's gone. It's been taken from her. So
But now
we
it's
have
gone.
what we were originally envisioning.
Now you have what you were
Change the
envisioning, because
fan art,
I
then
thought you had a
changed it
mask.
immediately again.
Put it back. Fuck.
Change the old fan art. Keep the new fan art the way it was.
Oh boy. Now she's gonna.
Oh, my
she's gonna-
lawyer.
She's just gonna make sure that the hood is properly in place. And she's gonna look back at the now shopkeep, I guess, and she just will say, "Send my regards to the. Send my regards. Send my regards to the priest."
Too busy involved in another conversation. You honestly feel when you walked in, you didn't feel the presence. It was like the standard store.
Mhm.
But when they returned with that thing, you felt the presence of Genevieve. And the moment that doorbell rang, that presence was gone.
No, it's just strangers.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my bags and things, and I guess I'm gonna go back and meet up with the boys. I have nothing else to do.
So
Okay.
you guys finally meet back up. Are you guys meeting up at the island? I take it that's where you guys were going to go.
Yeah.
So Ellen, you get there a little earlier than everybody else. You got your new gear and stuff like that. Sierra starts to make it, and just towards the evening, the river winds and stuff are blowing through, and the reeds are kind of moving back and forth. Bajra shows up, and as Bajra shows up, she's got these massive, she's got different bags and things like that. I mean, it looks like she's been shopping and stuff. And just at the right moment, the hood kind of ruffles up, and what you see in front of you is the true form of Bajra without the scar. You don't even see this pendant and the thing that I described to her. You just see Bajra's face. And it looks, for a Rakas, beautiful.
Such a pretty child.
Do we remember that? We remember the scar, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
everyone's seen it at this point by accident.
Ellen is wearing the pink prospector hat with with his new gray suit and gloves. Just trying it out.
What happened to your scar, Bajra? It's gone.
Oh no, it's behind the. It's. What do you mean where it is? It's a scar. It doesn't go anywhere.
No, it's got Ellen. Her scar's gone. Am I right?
Hmm? Oh yes, very nice. You look lovely, Batra.
Wait, no, that's not a. Hold on, I'm taking out my dagger, and I'm looking at it.
You kind of flip it up and you look in there and you see this headband with this pearl sitting right across the bridge of your nose.
No, there's she gave me a circlet. It's just to hide it.
It looks very nice, Bajra. You look very nice.
Did he blast me with drugs? Like, you know what? No, I've weird shit's happened today. I almost got the cops called on me.
What did you do this time?
That's not a big surprise, Batra. This happens every time you go out.
This is true. But I was actually not doing anything wrong. I was trying to continue making deals. But he didn't want any of my deals. He didn't want any of my deals. And so I was trying to convince him to come back, and he didn't. So I had to go, handle my outfits for the thing. And yes, I bought these. I didn't steal them. I was good.
It'd
My
be
silver
weird if
pouch.
you stole them and then put them in bags.
You gotta hide them somehow. It's kind of hard to walk around the city. It'd be a lot easier to do that actually, because it's hard to walk around in the big city like this with like gowns and shit, just like stash places. And I'm already not wearing a whole lot of layers. That would be hard to do. So hiding them in bags, genius. I gotta remember that. But no, I actually did buy these. My silver pouch is significantly lighter. I'm only crying internally. They met and they found, I think, found Genevieve. At least she's okay. She's the one who gave me this and took my mask.
She points to her forehead, and you're like, "There's nothing there."
There's nothing there. Gave you what?
This really pretty. It's like the prettiest thing I've had in a hot minute. But it's like a silver circlet. It's got a cute little like pearl here.
Well, then
You don't
have
see
it out.
anything.
It looks very lovely, Bajra. It looks beautiful.
I feel like you're
He's not
patronizing.
actually really looking. He's too busy checking out his own new look.
Fucking Ellen.
yeah.
Fucking Ellen doesn't care. He's like, "Yeah,
Ellen,
it's fine,
stop
whatever."
gaslighting her. There's nothing there.
I mean, Ellen, it's kind of, it's almost kind of serious, because the fact is that you've known Bajra to try to do whatever it took to hide the scar. It's not there. From your point of view, from you looking at her, it's gone. And it's not an
You'll probably
insignificant.
notice that as
It's
soon as
not
he
an
looks at her.
it's not an insignificant brand. It's about, it's about that wide and about that tall, right in the middle of her forehead. So it's not insignificant. It's not like a little dot. It's this brand, and it was a, Bajra's skin is what, like a darkish gray.
No,
Dark-
she's the powder white. You can
So,
see everything.
all right, so she's powder white. So this actually would have been a bright red scar on her forehead.
Ouch.
There was no
Alan's not
denying
even
it.
really looked at her more than like a side glance, which wasn't enough for anything. He's just like, looks very nice, and he's catching just enough words to say, like, oh, it's a beautiful circlet, Bajra. Just like, when you listen for like keywords so that people think you're listening type of
Ah, yes.
the classic sitcom couple. The classic sitcom couple move. And then he's going to be like, all right, I like this look. And he's actually going to express it. Like, he's been very deadpan a lot since the whole losses shit in the cafe and started shooting bit. And he's like, what the fuck, Bajra? What happened to your scar?
What I want to know, it's still there. It's just behind this, and the whole point of it is that you can't cover it or hide it or get rid of it. That's the whole point.
Then why is it gone?
I don't know.
1 second. Why are you upset about this?
Good point. But
Because it's such a part of major part of her major significance of her personality and who she is.
it's gone now, and I don't know why. I feel like this is wrong. It shouldn't be gone. You should still be able to see it regardless of whatever the fuck is on my head. And
Sorry.
if it's,
Just
if
occurred
it's
to me you no longer have an excuse to kill people in the streets and beat me senseless.
oh no, that's not the reason I do this. This is not the reason I do that.
Oh.
But what's
It's okay, she won't beat you senseless anymore.
That's the
you
plan.
don't know that. You don't
This
know
is a
that.
new suit, you know.
It's a very nice suit.
Thank you.
But
Well,
Yeah,
it's a
how
nice
many-
kind of style you're wearing.
How many robes did I get?
72 pairs. Okay.
You got it was delivered just before Baja got there. It's a large brown, you know, brown paper wrapped package. You know, like what they used to deliver clothes in, and there's 5 sets in there.
That's good.
But what bothers me the most about this is that I could go home. If this is gone, I could go home.
And in the back of your mind, you hear what you believe is Genevieve's voice. Never take it off.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. It's stupid. We're not. We're taking the trip to go to your tournament, your family house thing. It's important, and I want to see it. It sounds really cool, but apparently we are going to be flying over